Back and be like, nobody noticing me. I'm just this smooth guy running off with the money.
Current location 01010 Matrix Boulevard, somewhere in the American Society. Manifesto. Head west on Memory Lane toward North Babylon Trail for 0.3 miles. Turn left onto less traveled road in 700 feet. Turn right onto BLK Privilege Boulevard in 0.1 miles.
I try to tell him to follow the big dip, enticing by the ice on the side of a big ship. And now you get the true definition of big drip. The marathon.
Your destination will be on the right.
You must have thought that we was coming the same. I let your mama, she the one who to blame.
Shabbat Shalom, gods and goddesses.
Swell. I just painted short her face, she look like Mona Lisa. I just got the law, don't even know why they try to reach us. In the middle you can meet us, we just want it even. Evil in the area, got verses for a demon. What's it going to a goblin, goblin to a spider, spider to a venom. I'm not from this planet either. Plummet come from underground, now watch a nigga pipe up. Paranoid, Ryan dirty, but I gotta tighten up. Still itching to see that boy, I just got all papers. Moving cautious through the hood, all these niggas haters. I keep shit player, never claim gangster. But I keep this shit G facial still gay. Can't fit in where I'm supposed to be. I'm fearing who come close to me. Checking for their loyalty. I don't notice them, they notice me. Switching disposition, shit been clicking for me lately. I've been stacking at this paper, trying to see where it's gonna take me. Time robbers, they been clocking, call them takers. Out here snatching greatness. Originators stuck in simulations, jumping out the loop. Niggas stunting boys tonight, they jewels. Dolphin if she left us, who else we gon' lose? Calm collected, keep a solid mind. Locked in with my crew. Vaccines turning veins blue. It be too much to know. It be so much to prove. Second guessing my blessings. I don't know what to choose. I can't stay to myself. That's why I'm talking to you.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Black Wall Street Bets T.A.C.O Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. Today we are here with Professor Asnati. What is going on, brethren?
Trying to shoot me again like always. Got my camera on freeze mode. But we in the building.
Yeah, I think it registers better on the official one.
I went into that official one.
It was glitchy?
Okay. But that's neither here nor there. You can I got something on my Facebook, the messenger we can start off with.
Okay.
On this T.A.C.O Tuesday. Today the 28th. The month is almost.
This one?
Yeah, the most recent one. I got some older ones, but the most recent one would do. Got a couple of different ones, but the most recent one do. I'm gonna look at the market while I'm saying.
Alrighty. How much does rapper Kodak Black make a year? Truth about his mysterious net worth.
Okay, so Just a small interruption. You just got to actually a solid reading on XAU for that daily push. So we're going to probably look at that after run through this little article. We still got Snoop. Snoop died. Nah, Snoop ain't on this last out for sure.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys. Despite being set back by legal troubles, Kodak Black has a pretty surprising net worth. Kodak Black is one of the most controversial and enigmatic rappers in the music industry. Let's go here. Okay. Today, he has become a household name for his unique style, hard-hitting lyrics, and his run-ins with the law. However, one question that has been on everyone's mind is how much money does Kodak Black make a year? The answer to this question has been shrouded in mystery for years, with various sources reporting different figures. The sources and accuracy of reported income from Kodak Black have been a topic of much debate and speculation among fans and critics alike. While some claim that the rapper's net worth is in the millions, others argue that he is not nearly as wealthy as he appears to be. Here's the truth about the famous Florida rapper and his net worth. What is Kodak Black known for? He was born June 11, 1997 in Pompano Beach, Florida, growing up in a public housing project called the Golden Acres. Kodak Black had a tough childhood, according to the Fader. His mother was an immigrant from Haiti, and his father was absent for most of his life. Kodak's early life was marred by poverty and crime. He started writing rap lyrics at a young age to cope with his harsh realities of his surroundings. He will wind up becoming friends with future NFL superstars Antonio Brown, Lamar Jackson at this time, the latter of whom would help get Kodak pardoned in 2021. That's interesting.
Oh, you said Lamar was making some connections with Trump?
That's what they're saying. Yeah, Ravens Lamar Jackson asked Donald Trump to commute Kodak Black's prison sentence is what it's linking that link to right there. At the age of 12, Kodak Black joined a local rapper group called Brutal Youngins. The group performed at local events and parties, but disbanded after some members were arrested for robbery. Despite this setback, Kodak Black continued to pursue music as a career and started releasing mixtapes under the name J Black.
It's a Haitian name.
In 2013, Kodak Black released his first mixtape titled Project Baby, which gained popularity on social media platforms like YouTube and SoundCloud. This success caught the attention of rapper Drake, who posted a video dancing to one of Kodak's songs on Instagram. This would be the first time Drake has worked with an up-and-coming celebrity. In 2015, Kodak Black signed to Atlantic Records and released his fourth mixtape, Institution, which featured hits like No Flockin' and Skirt. These songs garnered millions of views on YouTube and propelled him into mainstream success. Kodak continued to release successful albums such as Painting Pictures, which debuted at number 3 on the U.S. Billboard 200 chart and featured popular tracks like Tunnel Vision, which peaked at number 6 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 chart. What is Kodak Black's net worth? Despite some of his controversies, Kodak remains one of the most popular rappers in the industry today with an estimated net worth of $5 million. His music continues to resonate with fans all over the world who appreciate his unique style and delivery. Kodak Black's net worth is undoubtedly impressive, and it is largely due to his various assets and business ventures. The rapper has invested in several lucrative ventures that have brought in substantial profits. According to Rolling Stone, he owns a record label called Sniper Gang, which has signed several artists over the years. Featured artists include rappers Jack Boy and John Wicks. This investment has not only boosted his income, but also provided him with a platform to mentor upcoming talents in the music industry. Kodak famously owns a clothing line known as SG Apparel, which features an array of trendy streetwear designs that appeal to his fan base. The clothing line has seen significant growth since its launch and continues to be a profitable venture for the rapper. Furthermore, Kodak Black's real estate investments have also played a significant role in boosting his net worth. According to Celebrity Net Worth, he purportedly owns several properties across Florida, including a luxurious mansion valued at $4 million. That was most of his equity. The mansion features 8 bedrooms, an indoor basketball court, and even a recording studio where the rapper can work on new music. The rapper has also leveraged social media platforms such as Instagram to promote various products and services. According to Hot New Hip Hop, he has partnered with brands such as Fashion Nova, Men, and Flat Tummy Tea. Not the flat to advertise their products to his millions of followers on Instagram. These partnerships have not only earned him substantial amounts of money, but also increased his visibility as an influential figure in pop culture. While Kodak Black's rise to fame may have been rapid and impressive due to his talent as a rapper, it has also been marred by numerous controversies throughout his career thus far. What is up with their word? Anyways, despite these controversies, his popularity and success continue to grow, making him one of the most prominent figures in the hip-hop industry today. Has Kodak Black's legal issues affected his net worth? Legal issues can have a significant impact on a rapper's earnings, and Kodak Black is no exception. For starters, Kodak Black has had several run-ins with the law, some which can't be described here. These legal battles not only drain his finances, but also damage his reputation in the eyes of fans and potential collaborators. Furthermore, Kodak Black's plethora of legal issues has led to missed opportunities for lucrative gigs and endorsements, according to TMZ. He was forced to cancel several shows after being arrested for violating probation in 2017. This not only cost him money, but also disappointed fans who had paid for their tickets in advance. Additionally, Kodak Black's criminal record makes it difficult for him to secure brand deals with companies that are weary of associating themselves with someone who has a history of legal troubles. The cost of hiring lawyers and paying fines can eat into an artist's earnings significantly. Kodak Black has spent millions on legal fees over the years, including $500,000 to bond out of jail in 2019 per Pitchfork. These expenses take away from the money he could be investing back into his career or saving for future endeavors. There was also a 2022 Super Bowl after party at Justin Bieber's mansion, which involved 4 people being injured with Kodak's, in part due to Kodak's involvement. It is clear that legal issues can have a detrimental effect on rappers' earnings and overall net worth. In Kodak Black's case specifically, his numerous run-ins with the law have led to missed opportunities for gigs and endorsements while draining his finances through costly legal battles. It remains to be seen how much these factors will continue to impact his earnings potential going forward, but one thing is certain. Navigating the complex world of entertainment law is crucial for any artist looking to maximize their entertainment law. What the fuck is entertainment? Excuse my Anyways, crucial for any artist looking to maximize their income streams while avoiding costly mistakes that could jeopardize their financial stability down the line. That is the conclusion of that article, guys. Thank you.
So yeah, that's interesting. Like I said, that also even shows how money look. Cause right, seeing a brother like NBA, Kodak Black, you may think Kodak Black is. I wouldn't say he's not getting to the bag. Right, I wouldn't say he's not getting to the bag, but $5 million. That's his net worth. He may have some good years, may have some bad years. I'm not exactly sure about those numbers. Mm-hmm. And then as far as his business ventures, what did they say that he was invested in again? Nothing really.
As far as housing.
Yeah. They had like a few things that he invested in.
Okay, he had an apparel line.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The apparel line is doing okay.
The record label. So he has Sniper Gang, the record label. He has SG Apparel. And he has a luxurious mansion of $4 million.
Okay, so most of his money is literally in that one spot that he got.
Yeah, and then he has a couple endorsement deals from Fashion Nova and Flat Tummy Tea.
Okay, so yeah, nothing at all basically to secure his future right now, though. He don't have nothing.
Yeah, only secure it seems like he is locking in his record label people and his lawyers. Get your shekels.
Yeah, I don't know if he got any record label people either. That's necessary. I think I'm looking at the record label as as a liability instead of an asset. Because, like I said, what does he have? Like, who is his artist that's actually bringing in revenue?
They said John Wick and Jack Boy, and Jack Boy and his relationship is not really on the table anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how long till Jack Boy get out of that deal, or did Jack Boy already get out of that deal, or how that situation is working necessarily. But he don't got no investments at all. So okay, which is why it'd be mysterious, because we necessarily don't know, right? This is where it'd be, I guess, street capital. That's the only thing you can technically hope for, to just be like, oh no, he get into the bag. But to be a rapper, to be in the public, I don't know, $5 million is hard. Yeah, and
especially during an inflationary period.
Especially during the inflationary period. Especially, like I said, when you watch other people, like I said, based on his age, it's amazing. So that's how you can look at it based on his age. But I'm just looking at based on what he actually has.
So what he's gonna have at the end of the year from expenses.
Yeah, so
very, very small room to play with.
Yeah, so definitely when you look at that assets to liability chart, you immediately say, well, his greatest asset is technically his greatest liability, right? Which would be the house. And based on that house, he has $4 million.
90% of his investments. So yeah, that's the thing that sucks, is because that in itself, right? If he has 90% invested into this home's insurance and property tax goes up. Now you're in a different ballgame with expenses. They're moving you brackets because of inflation, and if you have a unfixed rate on your interest, as far as if you are paying this house and it's on a mortgage, that $5 million can easily dwindle to $1.5 million in a year.
But it's still the equity though that he's building, right? So it's still something there.
Can't he lose that equity as well too, though, if those prices go down around him?
Yeah, you would never necessarily lose your equity that you put into the house. The problem is he can lose like the value of the house. So if he paid a certain amount for the house price can go down.
Yeah, if he paid a certain amount and wants to sell it,
yeah,
prior to that amount surpassing what he paid, he can take a loss
right there. But yeah, he should not necessarily, like I said, that's how most people back in the days became millionaires.
Right.
Home ownership. If you buy a house, eventually your house appreciate. You got $1 million worth of equity in your house. On paper, you're a millionaire.
Right.
All right. So that's why I'm saying $5 million is super, super simple, because first of all, inflation. Second of all, literally, it's tied only to his house. So now, if he didn't have a house and they were like, "Yeah, he got da 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 da," I'm like, "Oh no, that's straight." Because now, when you think about a house or any of these other things, it's not really, like I said, it's not an asset, but the equity that you can get out of it, and then especially
it's the same thing with what we were just listening to as far as a mixed economy. It's a socialist with a capitalist accents.
You know what you mean?
As far as the U.S., it's not socialistic in its completeness, but they do take taxes and it does go to social programs. But there is also the practice of capitalism, where there are free markets. People do own their own businesses. It isn't owned by the government. So as far as with the house, it's a mixed asset liability situation, because you can turn it into an asset if you take the equity out, but if you decide to sell it at a net loss, it now becomes a liability.
Because if you get it off of you, it's not a liability, right? The real reason why it's a liability is because it's taking money from you every month. So if you can
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you if you sell underneath the amount that you pay, that's now a liability, or it's just you just
sold the asset.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just sold the asset at a loss. I would guess you would look at it, but yeah, it doesn't.
They take you out as, say you were to keep it,
because technically he just lost his biggest asset. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like selling it wouldn't help him necessarily, but it would, because that's where he'll get his big payout. So that's where he actually get the money that he never had, which would be that $4 million or whatever he can get out of the equity, or whatever he can get from selling the house.
Because by definition, what is an asset and a liability?
An asset is something that make you money. A liability is something that take money from you.
Okay.
Every month you got to pay rent, so that's a liability. All right, so anything that's bringing you money is an asset.
Okay.
And there's no way that Sniper Gang, the label, is bringing them enough money to actually be a legit asset.
What about apparel?
Yeah, I see a lot of people with SG shirts on. I see a lot of people with SG shit on. So I'm not sure who's the. I'm not sure who's getting the lion's share of that cut though, because I don't really know how he set that up.
Right.
I don't know if he went in and was just like, "Yo, let's just do some merch."
Designers.
Yeah, I don't really know any of that angle, right? Who's doing the art? Who's doing the shirts? Where is he getting the shirts from? Blah blah. House.
Yeah, it's just outsourced, and he's just kind of like the face.
Right. This like, because being somebody like Kodak, right? Getting sponsors from like Fashion Nova and all these people, you should be able to literally go into the warehouse and walk around. Because I remember watching people that was on YouTube when we first was doing our shirt situation and I trying to create the clothing line, and I was watching a lot of these people, and just based on them having a certain amount of followers, like probably 1 million, probably a little bit even under that. I don't think they had 1 million subscribers. Hell no, I don't think they had 1 million subscribers, but they was popular in the space, probably one of the top 10 people in the space. These companies, right? Like any company, I don't want to get no company no free promo or nothing, but any company that does blank shirts or wherever you can go buy blank shirts, they was bringing these different people through the warehouse. Like, yo, this is this production, this is where we get this one. You feel me? So being Kodak, you probably will be able to see that whole setup. So maybe he had that ingenious idea of being an island motherfucker where he was like, yo, so we can get some shirts over here, though. And just press them bitches over here.
Right, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. What was the partnership prior to Sniper Gang with Fashion Nova? Is he selling the Sniper Gang apparel within Fashion Nova?
I know it's not being sold within Fashion Nova because I remember when I was checking it out initially, it seemed merchy. It seemed like it was just his merch at first.
Right.
But it was also being done while he was in jail. So a lot of the Sniper Gang shit, like when I seen him really wearing the merch and stuff, like it was when he was in jail.
Right.
So maybe he had nothing to even do with the operation necessarily.
So that's prior to him being pardoned, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He probably had a little bit on before he even went in too, but yeah, Sniper Gang for sure. I remember this was around his jail stint when I started really, really seeing people actually embrace this whole Sniper Gang phase. But yeah, Kodak could be doing a lot more, bro. He could be doing a lot more as far as investments goes. That's really how I'm looking at it right now from this just simple point. I feel like, yeah, that's straight, nigga. Coming from the hood, 5 M's ain't bad, but man, when you think about the influences he have and everything that he has that can go in consortium with,
there's room for improvement.
Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. There is like literally he has capital that he can start allocating. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he can start really, really deploying his capital and making it, you feel me, actually making these motherfuckers work 24 hours a day. Right. That's how I'm looking at it. Because right now, technically, he's dependent on actual work to produce work. Meaning he has a label. He doesn't have to necessarily work, right? The label, the label mates creates the value. But like, what's the most successful rapper's label? I don't really know if rappers' labels ever really been that successful.
That's right. Rap a lot?
He's not a rapper though. Yeah, like they rapped.
Murder Inc.
They're not rappers. Like Irv Gotti's not a rapper.
What is he?
It's Irv Gotti. I've never tell me an Irv Gotti track.
Oh, he's like A&R possibly.
Do you know Irv Gotti track?
No.
Hell nah. But we know Kodak. We know a Kodak Black track. So it'd be weird to have Kodak Black as a, like even Lil Wayne, right? Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne is the greatest at it because he signed Drake and Nicki, all right, who's in their own rights the two greatest niggas in the shit. Right. That's how it kind of works. Like even with J. Cole, J. Cole is not doing bad with Dreamville.
No.
Right, but outside of J. Cole and Lil Wayne, I actually don't know no other person that's done it. K-Dot, that's TDE. Right, they might have their small little groups that they rock with per se. Like K-Dot might have his little group, Absol might have his, but I don't fucking know. So it's just TDE, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lil Wayne, for sure, we know it was Young Money and it was actually Cash Money. So Cash Money was the original shit. Lil Wayne created Young Money. Young Money had Drake, had fucking Nicki Minaj, had some artists.
Mm-hmm.
But was it really that successful? It had fucking Bow Wow, had Busta Rhymes, had a bunch of like, I don't know. I'm just looking at a label that you got to pay people every month. What are they really generating? How much labels are that successful?
You're defining success in the music industry as still here, or what's the
No,
definition?
I'm just looking at profit right now.
Okay,
This
so
Taco
like
Tuesday, I'm just
Young
on
Money
profit.
having Drake and Nicki Minaj who are still like gaining money from their streams.
I'm talking about they're legends in the game.
And
So
you're saying they're not successful, or they were?
That's a success. That's
okay,
that's an example of a success right there.
Okay, got you.
Those are legends in the game, but you can't tell me another random artist that has people that's actually legends in the game.
Starlito?
Nobody that signed Toledo is a legend in the game. They're
okay,
all
they're
good
still
artists.
growing.
Yeah, these are good artists. But I'm saying like
right.
Drake is Drake. Drake is bigger than Wayne now. So now you're no longer working now. This artist literally surpassed your work and is carrying it to the next level.
Carried the torch as far as from Lil Wayne.
Yeah, like even I tell you, even when I tell people about Usher, I say, yo, Usher is a fire businessman. I don't know if y'all know, but he signed Justin Bieber. Like that's his artist. So yeah, Usher, that's a win. that white boy came in the game and made more than Usher probably made. You remember? So that's my money. Like I signed you, right? So that's how you can win. But how much artists is actually signed that type of talent?
It's rare.
Yeah, because the label got more money. The actual big label that signed you, they go get the big artists and you go get your own boys. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's a liability, technically. But you can use it right as business, or you can get write-offs, little different things like that. Yo, I have this artist, I need this loan.
Yeah, and then just thinking about the fact that he has decided to put an indoor gym and studio in his house. Those could be rentals that he can, generate income.
No, that's his greatest asset. That's his greatest. That's literally all his money. That he has $5 million in net worth, and that's all his money right there. Right. That's ingenious. There's nothing wrong with that one.
Putting all your eggs in one basket like that.
There's nothing wrong with it. No, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Jamal doesn't do anything outside of real estate. Real estate is how he made his bread and butter. Everything else, in his mindset, each property is an opportunity to create another business opportunity or opportunity to go to college, whatever it is. Okay, right? Yeah. He get a property for whatever he needs to do in life. If he needs a business,
this is gonna cover scholarship. This is gonna cover medical expenses. This is gonna cover business expenses.
So that's how I'm looking at it with Kodak. Mm-hmm. He's more so in real estate right now. Right. That's his angle. He can keep on going on that route, and it wouldn't be anything wrong with it. I just don't see him investing in it. I don't see him. He doesn't have any other assets. He doesn't buy in any other houses. He has nothing. And that's it's a little tricky. It's like, man, after you stop rapping and people don't care about you no more, what do you do? Like Lil Wayne is able to his song is on ESPN, right? Like he got the ESPN intro. Like a lot of that stuff will go towards something. It's like, oh bro, you getting royalties for that. ESPN is a big brand, and that's motherfucking that's Disney, right? There's ways to make money from your catalog, and that's why I was saying maybe in the future Kodak catalog will be that popular also that you can eventually start eating from the catalog. But I don't know. Like, what's your thoughts on Kodak catalog? Do you feel like eventually in the future you'll see him like probably in like stores or anything like this?
The longevity of his sound or his catalog musically. Ooh. I think there could be a space for his music, maybe in like a dystopian genres or something more dark. But as far as longevity of his music and his fan base listening to him long term, his music doesn't have any redemption really. So as adults, I don't think his fans are gonna still be there. Same thing with like a Nicki Minaj character. It's like those people that don't really talk about stuff that's like, that's what they were saying this whole time. Shot them out for trying to teach me that lesson so early. It's never that. So their fans can't stay there too long because they eventually become adults and have to pay bills, and reality sets in immediately. And it's like, This was for when I was literally in the club pretending that I wanted that life. This doesn't benefit me now. So yeah, long term, maybe if the music industry or the movie industry picks up some of his music, but if it's no sympathy, I don't think his music lasts that long because it's just no real redemption story. There's no real lessons. It's just like, this is what I'm doing, guys. I'm expressing my journey to you guys. If y'all enjoy it, great. If y'all don't, it is what it is. But yeah, that's the only way I see it, is if the music or movie industry decides to use the soundtracks. But long term, I don't see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. 'Cause I know a lot of people like Yak, and I know you got some good songs, but definitely that's the first thing I was thinking, like, for like catalog in the future. Would you be able to push it towards a mainstream audience, like with Lil Wayne being so talented? He's able to curtail the rap where you could be like, yeah, I could just rap about basketball the whole time. I ain't got to curse. Like literally my whole childhood,
Exactly.
I didn't curse. Like Lil Wayne made it a thing because he was under 18 and his mom didn't like him cursing on records. He never cursed. If you listen to any of Lil Wayne Young stuff when he was even in Hot Boys, he wasn't cursing. So that's another thing Empress is saying, like, and that's what I'm really thinking. Like, does Kodak have that talent? Because same thing with like Working Clean. It's some comedians that'll kill it. But like to be like, yo, you think he could ever be on like this Scream or this? No, he has no chance. He doesn't know how to work clean. He's never worked clean, and it's a whole different ballgame. You can't just be like, bro, what, bro? He a good at rapper, bro. All you gotta do is just take it out. No.
It's off brand, and that's what people need to understand the importance of is brand. So Kodak could try to make a change persona wise, but his fans and everyone that has already been exposed to him is going to be expecting Kodak Black, the rapper. They're gonna expect this. They're gonna probably expect a comical relief. So if he tries to play any serious role or try to rebrand as this serious person, he's gonna have to rebrand hard. Like, I'm not doing no more music because I don't want to cause any more confusion. I'm only doing movies type of thing or whatever it is that he decides to pivot towards.
Yeah, you 100% right. Because I remember I tell you, even when Kid Cudi came out, and once he started doing them TED Talks, he kind of tried to change his image. Because he came out of Day and Night. And if you remember Day and Night was just a song about being like coked up in your room day and night. Mm-hmm. Then he started talking about, yo, I'm Scott Impudici or whatever the fuck his name was. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you saying?
I'm saying that is the importance of not being so explicit in your music, because Day and Night it has a double entendre, but because he stayed on that surface level, that song can now be used universally as a transition in a film, as a commercial. Like, it can be used in a plethora of things that you can actually gain royalties from it without compromising yourself. You feel me? Whereas if he tries to go do film or something and he wants to be a serious character or action character, it's kind of like, Kodak, we want to put you there, dude, but dude, this is what the people know you for, man. And it's like, you forsaken yourself so much that when you try to actually be your true self, like, the industry spits you out. Like, we're not paying you to be that.
Yeah, I definitely believe that. But like I said, talent always wins out. So, so the brother really locks in.
Oh yeah, if he puts his mind to it, I think he's capable of whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'm talking about lock in. Nigga, on the screen, you see Bill Capri starring Bill Capri. You
rebrand.
It's simple, right? You come on that bill, you just give it up, because this is definitely a rebrand, right? You're a Haitian kid. Mm-hmm. You're a Haitian kid, so you had to rebrand yourself a little bit, right, to kind of even fit into the industry, to kind of even get that sound, which is not a traditional sound, right? So it should be simple.
But how hard is it to rebrand when you're not being exposed? Because a fool can't play the wise, but the wise can play the fool. Why is that?
That's what I'm saying. Because that's the first part I was saying. Like a comedian, like everybody talks about it. A guy that can play basketball fundamentally, he can learn how to play basketball athletic, because everybody have athleticism. Correct. That's innate.
Correct.
It's the same skill set. That's why the wise can play the fool, because You understand the game.
Right.
You just chose to do this route.
Correct.
But a fool, he doesn't understand the game. His talent is that he's more athletic than you, he's faster than you, and that's all he could use against you.
So the wise is on level 2, the fool is on level 1. He hasn't been exposed. Okay. So Kodak, right? As a child of a Haitian immigrant, immigrant itself tells you, in other words, we're not where we were. We're where we landed. In other words, we're in a different environment. We're a different exposure. I can go from level 1 of child of Haitian immigrant to level 2 of assimilated to whatever American culture I'm exposed to. But now, as someone who wants to rebrand to Bill Capri, what is he exposing himself to? What chamber is he going into to actually go to that level 3, I guess, as far as the rebrand?
Oh, you kind of seen it, right? The spiritual route. It's just the next route. Okay. It's just the next level too.
Right. He definitely kept trying to step in that spiritual space with the Voodoo type narrative. Okay. All right. So yeah, he would just have to start studying and educating himself on that.
That's what you do. You start adding more and more sophistication to yourself.
Yeah, like the facets. Diamond.
Yeah, absolutely. He started out, and like I said, in all his song, he said he always mentioned, yo, my name is Herb. I come from Delamo. Like he always say, yo, I'm not from. Matter of fact, one of his songs, nigga, he said, if I was from the same spot that J Rock was from, I would have more than likely sold rocks. So it's just like just letting you, I would have been around Crips and Blood, just to name a few. Like it's just like it kind of just let you know like where your environment kind of raises you, but that doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to do it. You're just a smarter guy that you just don't do it, but you understand that, yo, if I was in that neighborhood, I'd be slinging rocks just like him. So I just feel like it's the same thing with Kodak. It's just when you understand that what you did is because of your environment, you just change your environment. Yo, let me just start watching this. Yo, let me start going around more Donald Trump people. Yo, I just been hanging at Mar-a-Lago for like 3 months now. 3 months I just been. It's like, why you been there?
That's I don't know. Running quote as far as surround yourself around successful people.
Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, a lot of people that even learn languages. Some of the best language learners. Like I said, you can go on the internet learn it. But some of the best language learners, nigga, they take their talent, nigga. They meet somebody across some shit. You could be my foreign mom, my foreign family. Yeah, I pay such and such and such and such. I do such and such. Bam. And then you over there. These people don't speak no English really. They speak a little English. That's why they're able to communicate. And now you just in the depths of it. And now you got to figure out working words, bro. So that's the same thing with Kodak, bro. Just put yourself in the depths and you'll be able to, make that change even faster than you even expected. Most people probably think, man, Kodak, bro, that man, to really become like on some positive shit, bro. Nah, not Kodak, bro, not Yak. It was like, but it's easy. Like, how did Yak become this person?
Came from, technically.
he just picked up a new staff, so it's easy to revert. You could always forward to your old spot.
Yeah, you just been astrayed, but you can get back to the path for sure.
So yeah, shout you out, yeah, until you get into the bag, my brother. But man, black privilege, you right now. What this is T.A.C.O Tuesday, bro. You're on Black Wall Street Bets, but you got to be doing some type of investments. You got to be looking into some stocks. You got to be looking into something, but. Maybe you're looking into the real estate. Well, that's also a lane too. But now you need to start adding some properties. You need to start trying to probably even buy the neighborhood you in. Buying house by house. When that house for sale. Oh, let me see what that house is. What's the price on that? Okay. You need to like something about where you don't have to actually produce work. Like I said, you may be thinking of it like, nah, T, I got my label. Which one of those people on your label, you gotta look at it and be honest with yourself. Which one of these people is gonna be like a Drake? Legendary. Yeah, like who can I say, yo, I can sign this person and they're gonna actually increase the value of the label? Because the label value don't go up. It's not an asset, bro. You put a certain amount of money into something. If you don't make more than that, it's not an asset. So you can't just say, yeah, bro, these boys getting such and such and such a month. Yeah, but you put how much money you put into these boys? That's not value, bro. You got a business and it's okay. You starting off, right? You could use it as debt. You could tell them you living in some goddamn debt because you got this label and and you hiring people and you can use that. So it's a lot of things you could use, my brother. And just please, man, just I don't know, reach out to some Black Wall Street best people or something, bro. Is it?
They call it, which means this money I got loaned out. That's how you put it. Don't just say that. Because that's the harsh reality. That you can't sell that to nobody.
What do you mean? Can't say what to nobody?
That you got debt?
People buy debt all the time, Empress.
Yeah, they call it something else though.
What are you talking about?
They call it accounts receivable. And they write it off as money that I have being borrowed from me. But once you say debt, that's your personal debt. You're borrowing it from yourself. There's nothing lucrative here for me.
Man, if y'all watch Black Wall Street Bets, y'all should know one thing and one thing only. Nothing greater than debt. And it's literally called debt. Debit is debt. Matter of fact, if you go look at the way that they spell debt, you understand where the fuck the word debt comes from. Mm-hmm. Debt is a very perfect word to be used. Okay. It's an amazing word to be used, because if you understand the power of it, then you understand why it's the greatest word that was ever used in the world. But if you think that the best thing for you to do is get money, then you don't understand that you are actually in debt. And every debt that I have is actually money being produced. That's why you have debt notes and I have debt. DEBT is what I have, and you have DEATH notes. Understand? We played the game kind of backwards earlier on. We was chasing money instead of chasing credit. The system is kind of different. You kind of look at, matter of fact, look at America. America is the greatest country in the world. Mm-hmm. The greatest country in the world. I'll go show y'all our national debt. Mm-hmm. Y'all seen the national debt ticker before? Mm-hmm. I better say national debt.
So how do you explain it when you have student loan debt, rapper loan debt, mm-hmm. NBA basketball loan debt? All these people are in debt, correct? Students, rappers, college players, they all are taking loans.
Mm-hmm. Businessmen are taking loans. Elon Musk's business wasn't profitable until I think 2019, if I'm mistaken. Mm-hmm. 2019, 2020 is when that business finally became profitable. He bought that business in 2014. Mm-hmm. That business was in perpetual debt. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? It means that I just don't pay no taxes. That's all it means. It means that I find a way to use this because this is the greatest asset. Because if I had cash and if I had money, if I had debt notes, mm-hmm. I would have to pay something that I don't have.
So what do you say to the rapper that has pretty much dug himself a $500K hole?
Who? He got money? Did he get money?
Yes. He got an advance. He purchased his jewelry. He purchased his car, thinking, okay, these things will boost my celebrityism or whatever, and she'll gain me networking opportunities or whatever situations they wrote in their head to be able to return on their investment, which is the loan that they just took out. What's your solution to them getting out of that situation?
No, I don't even know what that was. That sounds nonsensical.
So, okay, what about your guy that talks about marriage and how the NBA doesn't teach you? Sebastian Telfair, I think, was his name, and how he was financially in trouble. How are these guys supposed to navigate this debt? They have it on their books. You're saying this is great. This is the greatest thing that you can have. This is the most amazing thing you can have. But I have it, and it's making my life a living hell. What do you What are you telling those people?
That's what I'm saying. I'm first of all, what I'm telling anybody is when you get an advance. Why did you get an advance?
I got an advance to help my music career.
Okay. And what did you buy? Did you buy equipment? Did you buy studio equipment?
Yes, I purchased the mic. I purchased the laptop. I purchased some new shoes.
Everything you bought have a resale value. Everything you bought can now be appreciated. Everything you bought is an asset.
So like the way YK Osiris was selling his cars.
I don't care about those type of dumb people. I'm talking about Nipsey Hussles. I'm talking about Starlitos. Just a little advance is what I took to run this shit up. I'm talking about people in the drug game. All I needed was a motherfucking half. All I started with was a 7.
Okay,
I started with a 7. I sold a 7. I got $40 back. I bought me an 8. Then I bought it. Just whatever I bought, whatever I do, whatever it is.
What you're saying is, when you do get an advance, the purpose of an advance is to usually have an idea, a plan, a smart idea or plan. In other words, specific, measurable, attainable, so on and so forth.
And never use your own capital. That's what I'm telling you. Debt is nothing greater than debt. Mm-hmm. Other people's property is what you want to use for any investments you want to do. And when you listen to the greatest investors, they say, yo, if I had to use my capital, a lot of big investments that made me a lot of money, I would be timid on those. It's not my capital. It's a loan that I got. This is debt. Mm-hmm. I have to actualize it anyways. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to use this debt that I never had. I never had this money. And I'm going to buy actual assets, and I'm going to make those assets appreciate. I don't have no money anyways to buy assets. So that's what I'm saying. There's nothing greater than debt, because if you don't get in debt, you don't actually have the money to actually purchase anything. Every business going to debt to purchase whatever they need. You have to purchase things up front.
So like with the banks, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what it seems like they did. They got capital. They had a smart plan with it, and somehow that capital is just no longer in existence anymore. They didn't actualize it. They have no ability to actualize it. So much so that their banks have now been transitioned ownership to another bank or whatever the case is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the next level?
What do you mean?
You got this capital. You were supposed to flip it. You don't flip it, and now you're just in debt. Like,
what you mean? You file for bankruptcy, nigga, and you try again a couple years later. It's life, bro.
And bankruptcy is life, bro. What exactly? Is that the lowering of your credit score? I guess making it more difficult for you to borrow because you are risky.
All of that. You got to take that hit for 5 years. You got to take that hit for 7 years. Whatever the period is, it's usually a 7-year period.
I see.
So you just take that hit. That's what billionaires do, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why they say, if you're using an LLC, you're crazy. If you got all your assets in one basket, you're crazy.
Correct.
Which is why everybody clowned 50 Cent probably like 4 years ago. 50 Cent filing bankruptcy, but I just seen him with all the money on his bed. He tripping. Yeah, I'm bankrupt. Go take the money.
Yeah.
There's no money over there.
Jackson is bankrupt.
There's no money over there in that account.
The company in fucking its own S Corp situation. I mean, well, it's an LLC under S Corp that has nothing to do with Curtis Jackson. So yeah, EIN me.
So that's how you gotta kind of play the game, but you gotta understand that if you don't have debt, you really don't have anything, which is why it's so important to build your credit.
Correct. So now you're saying, from the standpoint, okay, you have that smart idea, that smart objective. You have a purpose for this money. Boom. You find the purpose or whatever, you make that purchase.
That's the only way.
Make it appreciate. But don't come in here thinking, oh, I have a great idea. That's not a smart idea. It's a great idea. In other words, there's no specific, measurable, attainable, time-specific situation here. And that's going to be problematic all the way through to a point where you're going to get to being $500K with nothing to actualize that or appreciate it because you did not properly plan in detail. Whereas when you come in from the other side, you have the plan, you find a way to make sure that plan appreciates, and then you're able to pay that loan back. And now you have your own money that if you want to invest in this company, you can because it is appreciating. But then you also have credibility with your loaner that you can possibly go in again without using your hard-earned cash because you can use that for a case of emergency, personal expenses, so on and so forth, to appreciate this business again. So now it's 2x, and now you're in this perpetual state of a growing system without using your hard-earned cash, and that's the ultimate goal.
And then once you get money like a Kodak or one of these boys, you invest in something. Like I said, right now, it's kind of flipped upside down, because right now they're giving you a higher percentage if you go in and you buy bonds a month out. So if you get a month bond, it's cheaper than if you get like a 10-year bond.
Mm-hmm.
So when Empress brought up those banks, what they did was they got 10-year bonds, because those are super, super safe bonds.
Mm-hmm.
It made sense at the moment, but I'm just telling you, interest rates fucks everything up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can say, yo, in 10 years, bro, this money gonna be back where it's at, but I need the money today.
Yeah, because like even if the interest rate was that way for a year, like it's just like, bro, I just went from 1% to 5%. Like it's just never gonna make sense to you psychologically, bro. You're gonna always just default, file for bankruptcy, because it's gonna make no sense to bleed yourself out like that, only to like it to turn around and be 1% again. It's like, I might as well just stop the bleeding now and return when it goes to 1%.
Because you gotta think about the whole concept is when interest goes up and inflation goes up. Well, really, when inflation goes up, we hoping interest kind of stays down. But when both of them should go up, you in shit. But initially, what happened was inflation went up, so people was going back to borrow capital. Now interest on that capital is going up, so people are like, damn, I need a better deal. So now at this very moment, everybody say, yo, I should take my money out that I have remaining. And that's why I'm telling you, only thing that causes bank failures or any failures of anything is just runs. Meaning that somebody's seen a weakness and everybody like, yo, look, I should take my money out. And then he said, I should take my money out. And then we all take our money out.
Yeah, they help you get margin called.
So it's not even really a bad investment. They did nothing bad. They would tell you they did a lot of bad shit, nigga. That's how you end up in a
They did nothing bad, but in reality, they did something bad by falling for the predatory bonds. Because, bro, and it's just so ironic how, like, as soon as it goes 5% or higher, they're like, oh, fixed rates only. And then it comes back to 1, and it's like, you could play around with it. Like, it's like that in itself is predatory, bro. It's like, no, how about that? How about this? Fixed rates, 1%. 1%. Stop playing this game of moving things around, because that's what causes the instability. Everybody sees they go from 1% to 3.5. Who in their right mind, who knows how to handle money, is going to do that to themselves? No one. So people start literally defaulting.
But there's other people doing it, though. And that's what I was saying. Like, it's smart business and dumb business. So I technically don't even blame the system.
Yeah, and I'm saying other people are doing it as far as it's not necessarily insider, because we figure it out. But it's insider in the sense of no one's going to tell anyone this openly. It's like you have to be in my family office or something connected to me for me to tell you this information. So it's like, okay, yes, we're going to be getting these from March 2020 until 2022 of January. We're going to be getting this 1% or 0% interest rate, dude. But after that, it's going up. So either you sell right before that inflation, that base rate gets lifted by J-PAL, or we don't tell you and you just get caught in the 5% alteration of your mortgage or whatever interest rate or money that you were borrowing at this point.
But a lot of people locked in some good rates, which is why they're not selling right now.
Yeah, some 3%ers.
So that's what I'm saying. So some people got stuff locked in.
And that's what you were saying last night, as far as they have the money to actually fund this economy downturn or whatever. And it's like they do, but it's like, what can they do to actually shake them out this time? Because before it was like, okay, layoffs everywhere. No one's able to work, or no one has a job, so they can't afford these mortgages, the insurance, the tax, everything that's raising at the same time. But now you're saying, all right, they locked in fixed rates on the borrowed money that they have. It's 2% lower.
Most of these buyers are cash buyers. The game is all fucked up in a sense because these niggas ain't borrowers.
That's a big point.
They're not looking to pay shit back, nigga. This is cash buy, nigga. The prices are so low, and my money was so fat. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about this debt shit. It's like it's bad at times.
Because once you buy the house in its fullness, you only are concerned about your monthly bills as far as utilities, internet, and the
fucking property tax.
Right.
You ain't concerned about shit.
Well, insurance too.
You ain't concerned about shit.
Insurance and property tax.
You ain't concerned about shit. They even saying that this is getting wilder where a lot of the people that's even selling the houses not even letting the people know what type of insurance. Well, it's not even really their job. But they're saying the state, nobody's really letting nobody know necessarily. Like, yo, bro, you know you need this insurance, bro. Because if you don't, you're going to get your fucking... Like, it's a nigga that just bought a house recently. The whole house messed up. The whole house messed up, nigga. He wondering how they even pass codes to even keep building. He said, yo, y'all could have been brought me in here. They got a whole house nigga leaning. Bro say you put something up every time it rolls down. And now they stuck in these houses, bro. So I'm saying everybody got good deals and bad deals. It's just how it works, bro. It's just the way life works.
Yeah, that's a free market.
And you feel me? To an extent. Because we see what they're doing and we're watching them and why are you giving Russell money? Okay, no, there ain't nothing wrong with Ford, but why? So Tesla shouldn't get no money right now, you saying? But Tesla ain't a legacy company. Tesla got to worry about their books, but you're gonna help Ford. That makes sense. Do you think? You gotta watch them, bro. When you say, yo, look at these guys, bro. Is it really capitalism? Are they really bringing the best people forward? Where they like, yo, we need the best EV cars. I'll bring you to the front. Nah, they like, yo, we need to support who got the unions. You got a union? All right, first of all, this is how the rankings start. Everybody that got a union, come to the front. All right, boom, we're going to start getting these people from this list. It's like, hold on, what? I thought we said who got the best cars. No. The union best cars.
You already know this is diversity, equity, and inclusion at its finest.
Right, so we understand that there's...
It's not about meritocracy, guys.
No,
this
hell
is about politics. If you are not on the right tick, you are not getting funded. You're not getting no loans. You ain't getting nothing.
Shit. Hey, Jeff Bezos was trying to put Amazon in New York a couple years back, and the mad lady from New York went to screaming at him. We don't want your capitalists in here. Da, da. I'm telling you, everything sounds good until it ain't good. Because, okay, if you don't want no capitalists in here, who's going to be here with the jobs? When the Walmarts and all the big businesses go, who's going to be here with the jobs? I understand what you're saying. Yep. Small businesses. Yep. I'm total agreement. Small businesses is the fucking life fucking vein of this country. Yes, ma'am. But you're telling me that because you love small business so much, because somebody's not a union, you about to run them out the city? Nah, bro, you ain't part of the unions, bro. I don't care how good your business is. So a lot of these things is going on, but yeah, I wish the brother Kodak luck on this journey, man. But bro, please, my brother, find some type of dividends, some type of way, bro, to be able to keep some of that capital. And that's why I was saying living in debt is a little bit better because you'll be able to keep that capital. I can almost guarantee you for sure you got a better chance of keeping that capital living in debt than you do with them taking about 40% a year. Like even with Empress talking about these wild rates. Think about how wild the rates will have to be. Just think about it. How wild the rates will have to be to compete with how much you being taxed yearly. The rate's not that bad to compare how much you being taxed.
But they got a new job where they're making you pay.
What you mean?
Don't they have like a new fee for servicing your loan? As far as if your credit score is high? So like, I'm just trying to figure out how would they shake people who cash buy or just people who have a surplus of money and they can't really shake them out as far as, all right, the mortgage, property tax, everything's too overwhelming. It's like, okay, they would cause businesses to lay off more workers by, forcing wages, or I'm just trying to think bigger picture. What could they do to actually manipulate the market to force people out of their homes and into foreclosures the way they did in 2008?
They don't need to manipulate the market. I tell you, all they got to do is allow the market to be the market. And right now they're trying to bring some levels back down, get some levels to some levels that feel good to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all they doing right now. They don't give a fuck about nothing. As far as shaking people out necessarily, people gonna get shaken out no matter what they do because there's layoffs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like I said, first the layoffs are starting with the tech companies.
And what if they do another lockdown?
They could do another lockdown also. But then we live in a socialist country right now. So we might be getting more money than we was getting before while working.
And then start taxing people on that.
And then the rednecks and the conservatives gonna start losing. My black brothers gonna start losing. They're gonna be like, yo, bro, I want to get back to work. I was making way more money than this when I was working. So some people gonna lose, some people gonna win. I don't really think it's like I said, shaking out is gonna happen no matter what, bro. Same thing with the chart, same thing with anything, bro. It's like, man, how you gonna shake somebody out? He bought at 5,000.
The cash buys.
Eventually, you gonna get shaken out. Everybody gets shaken out. Everybody gets shaken out, bro. Unless your hands, cause what you mean? People bought Bitcoin at 5,000 and sold. They seen it pulling back. They said, yo, I don't want to deal with no pullbacks. Shit, almost at $10,000, bro. Close to me. Too close to me. Next time it go up to 15, I'm out of here. Now it's at 30. Just showing you. People can get shaken out easily. Where is your position and what are you comfortable with? That's all. That's all the market cares about, bro. That's what the market is about, bro. I come to you, bro. What are you comfortable with? But the problem is, me and you seen this early on. If bruh next door paid $1 million for that house, the next nigga next door, his house is gonna be trying to be sell for $1 million or somewhere close to that. So it's just that thing too. So like people want to make sure they get a good buy. They want to get a good buy because they don't want to set a precedent. But the seller want to get a good sale because he don't want to set a precedent. So you can't really get anything until both sides feel comfortable. And that's why I say you really gotta let the market decide. Like even right now, people wondering why a lot of stuff not falling. We heard people talk about Anheuser-Busch and stuff like, yo, Anheuser-Busch, how they still up? It's like people not boycotting, but everything falling. It's like, bro, the stock price has nothing to do with the actual store boycott. The store boycott has nothing to do with the actual price, bro. That's randomness, bro. It's good that the store sells. Look, that's what you're doing right now. You fundamentally trading and trying to use technical analysis at the same time. Because all you're telling me about right now is data. About they telling me even legit data with the company. The company losing money. The company's blah blah blah.
Okay, yeah,
sales,
that's fundamental.
Yeah, sales is down, and it's like, okay, cool. That's affecting the actual business. That doesn't affect the stock price, nigga. A stock price could be at $200, and the company could go bankrupt. And you know what happened to that stock? It should get closed out. But if a stock goes to zero necessarily, I don't know if it can go to zero, but a stock can go to any number necessarily. That does not mean that the company itself is done. The company is no longer publicly traded. The company could still be out here doing its thing and thriving, just not a publicly traded company. But when a company go bankrupt in real life, traded, it don't matter if they traded on the stock exchange at $300, that boy is gone. Right? Like what happened to kind of with Twitter. Right? When Elon Musk bought Twitter, it was the same thing. It was trading. It went up to $50. It was trading. It was still moving. Blah blah blah. Now it's gone. It's not about the price that the stock is necessarily at. People got to get out of that mindset. Like those things are sort of kind of separated. It's sort of kind of. The reason why I'm saying it's sort of kind of because they still together. Because if I go on there, my stock price say if I'm Bud, and right now what my stock price say 56. If I'm Bud and my price say 56, right, and me and Empress not gonna do the work for y'all because, like I said, we was planning on just doing short 30-minute casts, 45-minute casts, but nevertheless, we're gonna go in. But nevertheless, if I was Bud and I was presenting myself, you see how I look. Look at me. But what you don't see is I'm getting beat down in real life. So this is actually good. Why is this good, T? Because over the year, I'm up. Right? On the year, I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know that? Because the candle right before, look at that year. Look at that year. I was down way lower that year.
You went to 43.93. Your lowest here is 52.93.
You feel me? So this is a better year for me. Yes, I'm getting pulled back. People beating me down. People trying to beat me down again. But you know what I can do? Because my stock is up a little bit, Empress. I can now find out how much shares I have outstanding. Right? How much outstanding shares I have. Then I can look at my shares and I can say, okay, boom, I got this much outstanding shares. Let me multiply this much shares by my number. And look, this is how I get my market cap.
1.9 billion shares out.
Okay, boom. So that's my outstanding shares. So I would do 1.9 billion times 56. And that's how I would get how much my market capitalization is. But it's kind of already right there, right? So we kind of already see our numbers.
Right here?
The general market cap.
Oh, okay. Right here. 112.
Okay, boom. So let's say 112 B.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have that much as my market capitalization. That means that I can take money out and actually have debt to actually trade with or actually go buy new things or buy new products. That's the importance of debt that I'm telling you. That's the importance of being publicly traded. Because even if I'm getting beat down in real life, my company is on here. And my company is worth $56 a share. And I got a certain amount of shares. I can cash out on my shares.
You can't, but you're going to have to do a lot of explaining.
I don't care.
It don't make no sense that your money going down and you take... we're going to do some new labels, guys.
What you talking about? That's what AMC did. That's what all them stocks did. Nothing happened to them boys, bro. They took the capital, bro, out of the fucking stock. That's why the stocks fell. Because the owners of the stocks was like, yo, bro, we are up like a motherfucker. Who's buying this shit? They tripping. Let's take the money out. That's what you do. That's business. It makes sense. Bro, what? What? Bro, my stock was never even supposed to go past $10. And y'all got it to $90? Ooh, I could take some. I could take some. Yo, shout out to Elon. They try to make Elon look bad. They try to make Elon feel bad. Yo, your stock at $1,000. Now you want to take out? Bruh, my options is done, bro. Them shit is expiring, bro. What are you talking about? It's tripping, bro. I gotta exercise my shit eventually, bro. You just wrong with that.
That's just the simple and plain. I don't even know how to explain it because I'm on the other side now. But yeah, like, stop with the cap, y'all. I don't even know how to explain that shit in layman terms. But guys, you guys are guessing. I'm gonna need you to at least name one indicator when you start talking about stocks and then plummeting, bro. Because if you don't say anything about indicator, I'm going to insist that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you don't, because you have yet to even mention an indicator, which means there's no indication that you have any logical. The indication is there for me that you don't have no logical explanation on why this is happening.
Man, I'm going to the store, bro. I see Bud Lights just sitting there, though. What you talking about?
You're a spectator being speculative. In other words, you are guessing. You don't know. There's no logic behind it. That's theory, emotions, and feelings.
I'm talking about you fuck them up quick and say, okay, boom. So do you think Bud Light is the actual stock that's being traded? Because it's not.
It's not at all. That in itself should tell you to stop talking, because in their name it says Bud Light, Bud Anheuser. And then there's Yingling. There's all these other beverages that they distribute. You're not only trading Bud Light here.
This is Anheuser-Busch.
Come on.
This is Bush right here.
They usually show their portfolio or partners or whoever's conjoined with them as far as conglomerates.
Oh yeah, you know we go to one place. I don't like going to this. I'm pretty sure Barron's will tell you, but yeah, even this job may tell you.
No, I'm really trying to get this, the brief. Okay, Anheuser-Busch and consumer. non-cyclicals, food, beverages, brewers. It's telling you where they're operating. There's multiple countries and continents, such as Bud Light, Skol, Brahma, Antarctica, Quilimes, Victoria, Modelo, Especial, Michelob, Ultra, Harbin, Cedrine.
See, I didn't even know Michelob was there. Like I said,
they have a whole bunch.
Like, and then everywhere you go, Michelob is actually the cheapest one, even though Bud Light is the one going through. I'm talking Michelob.
Look,
getting
the
smashed.
company's soft drink business consists of both own production and agreements with Pepsi.
Mm.
They also do Pepsi products, 7-Up, Gatorade. Yeah, okay, so arrangements between various subsidiaries in PepsiCo, Ambev, which is a subsidiary of the company, is a PepsiCo bottler. Brands that are distributed under these agreements are Pepsi, 7-Up, and Gatorade.
Mm.
So they're everywhere.
But yeah, that's the main thing I was explaining to the folks is you have to necessarily figure out that you could be boycotting one thing, and you could be looking at a certain thing, and you can say, yeah, I see them. They right here. Look, all the Bud Lights are right here, though, bro. And it's like, yeah, but what about the Michelobs? The Michelobs still there? Oh, the Michelob's gone. All right, what about the Modelo? Also, the Modelo's, that's not theirs in America? Okay. I don't need it. I don't need it. But the Michelob is gone. And you didn't know Michelob was there. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
What about Ambev? You knew about Ambev? So you didn't know there was bottling beverages and shit too? 7-Ups and weird stuff like that. You don't drink no 7-Up. You wouldn't drink a 7-Up. You don't drink no Pepsi or nothing like that. Nothing weird. Don't get Gatorade.
Who did they say was up next?
What you mean?
As far as Bud Light took the number 2 spot as the most sold beverage. Who was number 1? Was it Modelo?
Yeah, we had to check that. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, Bud. Cause you got Bud. First of all, the reason why it's Bud is really more so for Budweiser. Budweiser is actually the staple drink that they got.
Yeah, Modelo Especial.
What you saying?
Is number 1 bottle. Constellation Brands has claimed Mexican larger Modelo Especial is now the number 1 selling beer in the U.S., overtaking Bud Light, according to reports. And guess what, guys? They own
Modelo
under Bud stock too,
but not in America though.
In Mexico.
Yeah. So everywhere outside of America, but in America they're under Constellation Brands. What the hell is that? These niggas think I'm a clownfish, bro.
Constellation Brands.
Nah, just copy their name and just see what it is. I don't even want to even go into this random article yet. I just want to figure out what they do. What they stand by.
Beer, wine, and spirits.
Like go on Wiki real quick. Oh yeah, just keep on scrolling down. That's them right there.
Mm-hmm.
And what's their ticker?
Ticker.
STZ.
STZ.
Wow, that's guys right there, man.
Yeah, that's so funny that they literally try to make that news on somebody's cast, and it's the same company. Oh gosh. All right, so this is them on their yearly, looking amazing.
Yeah, see, SCZ is his own brand in America, so you're not even so Modelo could win in America, but you know who still benefit to me?
Okay, so
Anheuser-Busch still benefits,
right?
But I guess they don't benefit from the American sales. So I'm trying to tell you, bro. Boycott the shit for sure, bro. That's what I'm saying. Don't drink it, but don't be like surprised when you see the stock doing something different. That's all I want to tell you, bro. Just
okay. So it sells the imported brand of Modelo Especial. But yeah, it also imports Corona Extra, Corona Light, Corona Premier, Victoria, Pacifico, and others. It offers wines and spirits, which includes Cook's California Champagne, Mount Verde, My Favorite Neighbor, Casa Noble, Mi Campo, Crawford, Ruffino, Robert Mondavi Winery, Copper and Kings, and others. The Canopy Equity Method investment makes up the Canopy segment. It operates over the distilleries in the United States for the production of its spirits, 2 facilities for High West Whiskey, 1 facility each for Copper and Kings American brandies, Nelson's Green Beer, bourbon and whiskey products, and Austin cocktails. So that is Constellation Brands, ticker STZ, doing great on the year. They were at, their lowest was $206 for 2023. Their highest has been $230.
Yeah, like they got a pullback coming, bro.
Oh yeah, they're high on that horse. Corey looked like he just failed. They went up here. Then we should higher.
But yeah, this brand right is the brand that's selling it in America. So if y'all feel more comfortable buying Modelo in America, buy Modelo in America, because I guess it don't have nothing to do with Amheuser push in America. But bro, don't worry about the stock price. Just leave the stock price alone. And when I say don't worry about it, I'm saying like short there, do whatever you need to do.
Because
sell, buy, make your money. Go ahead.
How they're using it as like this is the most effective boycott ever. And it's like,
nah, but it is though in real life. That's what I'm trying to tell them. Don't use the stock to justify it.
Yeah, because I'm like, that boycott is going to end very shortly when these uptrends come.
The boycott is still going in real life.
No, but that's the thing. They're blaming it on a stock instead of attributing it to their actual sales.
That's the only thing that I'm trying to tell them.
Yeah, same here.
So I'm not even mixing up my words and telling them that it's gonna change. Nothing is changing unless their sales change. Don't talk about the stock price. Don't talk about stock prices. You don't know about stock prices. You don't know about that. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, like
bro.
Okay, so like you know how like black people have boycotts and they're very ineffective.
No, black people got some good boycotts, Empress.
What's the most effective boycott?
All the boycotts, Empress. But what you talking about? What's your point?
Nevertheless, if we start using these same things, because you remember how you told me one day that Urban One or something like that, one of those stocks always pops up on Juneteenth. And then they were able to sell you on that point, like, oh yeah, it does. That's what they're doing right now. They're selling people on a point that may not be a point, because they just showed us Bud Light at a Republican function or whatever, and these people are allegedly supposed to be boycotting this beer. But because they can be like, look, the stock fell 20%. It's obviously being boycotted. It's like, no, buddy, that has 1% of 1% to do with it. But that is not what's going on right here. This is not because of a boycott. Can we stop saying that? And that's what I'm saying as far as, okay, if it was a boycott, what's the parameter for boycotts and what's an actual working boycott?
You're talking about the sales are falling. The company can go bankrupt because the sales are falling in real life.
Okay. All right. Fair
That's what I'm telling y'all. The reason why market cap is important is because if your company is doing bad, if you have market cap, more than likely you can survive, because you can do new innovations, you can buy new product, you can do new research and development, you can do a lot of things with market cap. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. Don't conflate the stock with the actual real business, even though it's together. And they benefit, just like I just told you. If the stock go up to $56, they're going to take that money out and benefit from you. So what you do is you use the stock to actually trade and make money. So when it goes up, you sell it. You don't be loyal to the business because they're disloyal. That's what you do. That's your key to this life. You don't fucking short the stock into oblivion. Don't believe that nonsense. Don't even try that shit.
Man, do that?
Try it if you want. You and all your homeboys short stocks into oblivion. Make the shit go to zero and nobody ever buy it. But that's not effective, bro. The better thing for you to do is to actually trade the charts. So if the chart is selling, then you sell. If the chart is buying, you buy. You don't fucking sell because I hate this company. I don't care. Every time it go, I'm selling it. For what? You're going to lose every time, bro. You look like a nigga selling Bitcoin. You look like a nigga selling Tesla. You look like a nigga selling a lot of the shit that smack y'all around.
Emotional trader.
Stop selling stuff that makes no sense to go down. I don't like the business though. I don't like the way the business model is. Yeah, and you got to think about it. People selling me on those points with Tesla. Tesla hasn't been profitable, and I was like, yeah, but do you know that Tesla is not selling itself on past profitability? Literally, if you're buying the stock, you should know that there's plans of taxi. You should know that there's plans of, yo, I've created this perfect computer shit that can drive cars. I can just take it out of this car and not put it in everything else that I like. I can put it in my robot. I can put it in my plane. I can put it in my boat. I can put it in everything almost. That's y'all didn't get that gain that I was trying to explain to y'all when y'all were trying to short Tesla. I'm like, bro, you showing me the whole books and you showing me balance sheets and yo, look at the balance sheet unbalanced. It's like, I'm like, oh no, what you mean? Look over here. He heavy over here, but he light over here. He don't really got no profits. He got a lot of government funds. He got a lot of I'm like, all right, cool. What you saying? You saying it's not a good business though? I'm saying that there's better stocks within the same sector, brother. I'm like, you sure? You're like, bro, I could prove it to you. And I'm like, prove it to me. Show me the stocks that's better in the same sector. Everything that they showed me in the same sector was whacker. It was all whack. We just gave y'all some gain the other day. We said, yo, Ford cool. You know why? Because they want to be cool with Tesla. So right now we're giving them a little pass. Rock with them for a little bit. Right now we're rocking with them because, you know, they're rocking with Tesla. They're going to get some benefits. It's the same thing like when I started rocking with Tesla, I was like, yo, you know why I'm rocking with Tesla? They're rocking with Bitcoin. They're going to get some benefits. You got to start pairing your guys up. That's the first thing I taught y'all when I taught y'all about trading. I was like, bro, find a stock, find stuff that goes together. And you could trade damn near 4 or 5 different industries like you a god. Nigga like, damn, bro, you know what that is, right? Because you done found stocks for some reason just seem to be pegged. And maybe one day they might depeg. And you might look crazy. But when you find shit that work, bro, just keep on roasting your fucking nuts, bro. I don't know if that's a term that y'all use in America, but just get your nuts, put it over the fire, and just keep roasting them. Don't ever take your nuts out the fire, bro. Because that makes no sense, bro. You losing money because you don't know what you're doing. So look, bro, find one good stock. And then when you see another stock doing the same thing that one good stock did that you found, you look at him. Then you combine those two and you say, damn, I got 2 stocks. They don't even know what I just did. Now you got 2 fucking stocks. Is it good to have 2 stocks? No. It's better to have 1 stock and put all your money in because unless you're a billionaire, you shouldn't be spreading your money the fuck out. But you need to diversify your portfolio. That's what the smart investors tell you. So I'm giving you smart investment tips. You get 2 things from different sectors. You don't even care. Same sectors. You don't care. But you need to be diversified. When I say diversified, I mean that if you get a car company, you should probably get like a gasoline company. Because your car uses gas, you might need gas for your car. Like those type of things go together. Then you might need a nigga that sell cars. Like you remember there's things, you might need tires. There's people that make tires. Like that's how you diversify your portfolio, but you don't go into other industries that you don't know anything the fuck about. That's the problem with a lot of people. People be going everywhere. That's what I'm saying. So now stay out the stocks. We're going like if you're a politician and you do politics, unless you Nancy Pelosi and you do this trading shit. If you're a politician and you do politics, but it does work though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Trading politics does work, but don't use it as a barometer for why the stock prices fall or rebound. You can use it as a indicator. What I mean, if everybody say, yo, I hate that company, you can sell that company. I don't know how long that company is going to be sellable, but you're going to have a opportunity within that time that people are annoyed and emotional.
You know how long.
That retailers are going to sell. Retailers are going to come in and they're going to look at it. They're going to be like, oh, I'm out of this company. I can't believe they did that. Retailers are going to do that. Smart money is not going to do that. But you know what smart money is going to do? Smart money is going to sell so retailers believe that it's happening. Mm-hmm. And then they're going to buy back at the bottom and then just be like, oh, no. So don't use it as an actual correlation. Use it as a springboard. One day, me and Empress heard the lady try. She was using something as a springboard. She said they came out and they did an announcement before the market even closed, and now my stock is. Yes, ma'am. You used the wrong springboard. Make sure your springboard actually worked. I remember it was a meme. Y'all probably never seen it because I made it. It's a fat dude. He was jumping. He was on a springboard. And he took one big bounce and he thought he was about to jump off. And I'm like, he sunk into the board. And he was going up, but the board just went down. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta make sure you're on a springboard, bro. But there was another time that I showed you a video where it was a fat kid. Can you still call people fat? I think I just messed up. There was a bigger child. He was a bigger kid. He went viral. He was a bigger kid. He went viral. He was a diver. He boom, boom. Nice, because he was on a springboard. But the other dude that I told y'all about that I made the meme of, he jumped, and then sunk. So just make sure that you're on the right board. Make sure your board is balanced. A lot of y'all not balanced. What this is you looking at right here? Ford?
Yeah, you were saying you don't know when
$14.
When it could stop?
$14. I don't know what it was when we told y'all about it, but we know it wasn't at $14 because look
12,
at it. It's
23.
green. It's green. It's at $14.41 right now. It's green.
Let me see what the low was.
These boys on down how to trade.
$10.
I feel bad for them.
But yeah, okay, so some of the headlines. Ford surprisingly still undervalued. Ford stock gains on news and additional 1,000 Ford layoff. Ford announces job cuts in North America as part of restructuring strategy.
And that's what I was about to say. You can use things as poppers. Because that's a random popper. Like I said, that was a story that I was going to cover on the cast today about Ford laying off thousands of workers and contracted workers and salary workers. They laying them off. And that's what I was telling Empress, that layoffs are coming. So we started off with the tech industry, but eventually we're going to get down to these blue-collar jobs. White-collar jobs was kind of first. We're going to get to blue collars. We're going to get to red collars. We're going to get to black collars. I don't really know all the fucking collars. But anybody with a collar on, niggas getting checked. And if you don't wear shirts with collar, well, every shirt got a collar, right? So, yeah, if you don't wear shirts at all, you already you good right now, right? Because I think the homeless people are doing bad. The homeless people got fucking collars on. Everybody got collars on, bro. So all the way down to the black collars is gonna get laid off. What this is here?
Okay, yeah. So stock is up nearly 2% today, despite confirmation that the automaker will conduct another round of layoffs. Indeed, the automaker is reportedly in the process of laying off more than 1,000 full-time and contracted North American employees and workers, according to Wall Street. Ford managers told employees Monday that layoffs were on the way and that affected teams should telework through the rest of the week. An anonymous company spokesman told the WSJ, short for Wall Street Journal. Okay, so with the situation about the houses and how they're going to shake them out, this is one way. So now 1,000 households that were banking on having this Ford job for the next 10 years have to pretty much reconfigure their life to pay for the house that they just purchased.
Depends, right? But you could say probably a handsome amount of these people for sure is going to be looking to relocate. Depends on where they're at. But you know, a lot of these people in Detroit, house market not that bad over there, so they might not be that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's not like it's at zero and they can just go home and not worry about having to get a job.
Oh, but they can find another job though. They're skilled workers, I would only imagine. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's gonna. Everything is gonna have a trickle effect for sure, sure. So yeah, 100% fact what you're saying, right? Even if they're gonna have to go on unemployment for a little bit, they can't stay on unemployment ever.
Right.
So they're gonna have to find a job, and then how do you replace that salary? But some of these workers, and that's what I was saying before when you was reading this article, I was saying that there's contracted workers too. So they are not all salary full-time.
Already knows that their time is temporary.
Yeah.
Whereas full-time employees. Like, what?
That's what I'm saying.
I came here to be full-time. Nope.
And then the fact that they got them motherfuckers teleworking for the remaining.
You can't get laid off.
They don't even want to see you to actually let you know to your face. Cause you know that they say that's a big trend that's actually going on right now.
So yeah, today's layoff news comes after, where are we? Comes as just the latest round of job cuts for the Michigan-based company. If you recall, Ford has made 3,000 plus person staff reductions across both its U.S. and European operations. According to Ford spokesperson T.R. Reid, most of this week's cuts were in engineering, but company sections across the board will experience layoffs in some capacity.
I told you, you start from white collar, then you go to blue collar, then you go to red collar, then you go to pink collar, then you get the black collar. Any type of collar you got.
They're coming.
If you want a nigga that just work hard, and when you take it and when you fold your collar inside out, you look at your collar, you're like, yo, my collar black as hell. He coming for you too, bro. None of our jobs are safe. Like right now, it's the engineers. Those are people up that, and that's what I was telling the Empress, is those people got a little more skill. So you're not canceling them, brothers. You might be letting a couple people go, but this is contracted engineers, bro. They're okay. They're okay, right? And bro, like, how bad have you been monitoring your finances, bro? What type of spot did you get that just one little layoff, bro? But I told Empress when I seen Cheesecake Factory doing that one little thing, I said, yo, I don't think people should be eating there because I don't know if they cooking real food. Because, bro, one day into the pandemic, them boys said they couldn't pay the bills. What type of nigga is this? They ain't no niggas because they ain't no kings. So one day into it, they became peasants who they are. I was about to say, oh, you got something to run?
No.
I was about to say, you probably go to my Tubi. My YouTube, not my Tubi. Nigga like, yo, T got a Tubi account? Nah, bro, I don't have a Tubi account, bro. I don't make Tubi movies. But I'm going to start putting some Tubi movies up. I got some good Tubi movies.
Yeah, I need some help in the content space.
I got some good Tubi movies.
Broken over there.
Yes, man. I'm you can go to Market Watcher or Study, but I think Market Watcher might be good, or even T.A.C.O Tuesday play. Yeah, whatever. Market Watcher, first one right there, about like a Study with the first one. Yeah, make sure I'm refreshed, so I know I'm at the top. Exactly. I didn't even watch that video, but that video was supposed to be covered too. Yeah. Go down. Anti-remote work stance is misguided. Watch. Man, where is it at?
What are you looking for?
I can't remember which one it is, but I think it was one about how they was tracking workers. But because I was gonna cover something about the Coinbase one, because they used the Coinbase, because I got that as one of my articles.
That's a headline for the pod.
I sent it to you on Facebook, and when the John from last cast, I think we were supposed to be doing that one, but go down a little bit more. Maybe it's in Taco. Go to the Taco Tuesday playlist. I know I had something that I wanted to cover, bro. Maybe it was Westfield leaving. I think I was gonna dive into the San Francisco. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is from 2 weeks ago. This is from the last cast that I was supposed to cover. Oh man, where did I put the updated ones? I think maybe I've been putting stuff in Study. Yeah, I gotta recreate my playlists, bro. Gotta recreate them, y'all. I gotta recreate them because yeah, I think I've been focusing more on this John Morant situation lately. You know, I've been practicing my Haitian Creole. What's up?
You sound like your homeboy.
Go down. More than 100 teams. Russia secretly war in Africa. Man, that sounds like something that I'll play on T.A.C.O Tuesday. But nah, bro, play James Cameron, bro. This ain't even for this cast, bro. But Empress supposed to binge watch this one. I need to actually cover this one today. because T.A.C.O Tuesday has actually been covered. We're gonna do probably like a small segment and then jump back into it, wrap up on some charts, and then get out of here. Supposed to have been out there. Matter of fact, it's 2:56. Empress, what? Oh yeah, we're not using our phones. We got big cameras on deck, but Empress don't understand that what we're gonna have to start doing is, well, this laptop sucks. He's not as good as he thinks he is. So what I was gonna say is, what we're gonna have to start doing is maybe I'm gonna have to have me doing the videos and articles on a separate job, because every time the Empress does that, that's when I freeze. Right before that, I'm looking like a legend. Call me Legendary Bob.
Okay.
Legendary
Bob. You ready?
You ready?
Yeah. You can hear it?
Yeah.
To fund his project. After an 8-day search, Ballard became the first person to set eyes on the Titanic. April 14th, 1912 is when it crashed. Another person closely familiar with the Titanic is director James Cameron, along with his Oscar-winning movie, of course. He's actually made 33 dives to the wreckage site itself. James and Robert, thank you both so much for joining us. We understand this is not only a difficult day because for the industry, the exploring industry, but also for both of you personally, because you knew some of the explorers on board the submersible. And I know, first off, we're all thinking of their families. Bob, let's start with you. What first crossed your mind when you heard the news today? I understand you both have a deeper understanding of this than most. So what was your first thought today?
Well, when it happened, both Jim and I were at sea on that Sunday, and Jim called me and told me about it, and we both instantly knew that it was gone. Once the data we heard that they were experiencing trouble, they were on their descent, and then when the tracking system went out and everything went out, the only way you could explain it was a catastrophic implosion. And we all have not talked to anybody because we knew today would be the day when it would be confirmed. Right, Jim?
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we wanted to come forward. I got, as you did, Bob, approached by many outlets for comment, and it just seemed like speculation, even though we felt we knew what the outcome was going to be. And it was certainly zero surprise to me today. I was even able to visualize the wreck site in my mind over the last few days. And you know, as described, I think it's exactly what we expected. But, you know, I can't imagine what these poor families have been through over the last 4 days, being given false hope here, banging noises, da-da-da, this and that. And, you know, it must have been just, you know, horrible for them. And I feel so bad for them. But I also felt that, as we agreed, Bob, that it would be insensitive to come forward with a dissenting voice to the story that was in motion at the time. I just wish we could have gotten an ROV to the site much earlier and gotten eyes on, which took 4 days. And you know, this thing just seemed like a prolonged nightmare.
You two
the French knew exactly where to go. As soon as they arrived, they put their vehicle in and they dove to the spot of the last contact and dropped down, and there was the wreckage.
As I said, you two are so intimately familiar with this site and what it takes to get there. James, I know you were talking today. You were struck by the similarity of what happened with the Titanic disaster to, you know, unfortunately, what has happened here with warnings going out beforehand. Talk to me a little bit about the irony.
Well, it is. Look, people are fascinated by Titanic. They've been fascinated by that story since it sank. And yes, there's the whole, you know, all the millionaires that died and all that sort of thing. But to me, the big irony is that the Titanic sank because of bad seamanship. The captain was warned, and he took a decision to go full speed into a known ice field that he had Marconigram, you know, telegrams in his pocket, warning about the ice ahead. And on a moonless night where they couldn't see anything, they just steamed full speed ahead. And I kind of feel that that's what happened here. I feel that this was such a preventable tragedy. We've never had a tragedy like this in the entire history of deep submergence, deep diving. You have these, highly certified systems like Alvin at Woods Hole, which Bob is very familiar with. Even the Russian submersibles that I dove with, every 5 years they had to be reclassified and recertified, and so on. And you have all these legitimate deep diving operations around the world, and even most of the tourist operations around the world use certification from, let's say, ABS, the American Bureau of Shipping. And this particular outfit didn't do that. I had deep concerns about the technology that they were using, composite fiber wound filament hull, which I don't believe has any place in deep submergence. And I know a thing or two about the engineering that goes into subs. I designed and built my own sub and went, at one point 10 years ago, went 3 times deeper than Titanic at the Challenger Deep. So it's all just engineering, and these are understood and known problems. The last thing somebody should be thinking about when they get into a sub to pay to go deep as a tourist or as a like a lay explorer, they shouldn't have to worry about the sub that they're in. This is just engineering, and it's the 21st century. If you think about when we first started diving deep back in the 60s, the time between then and now is greater than the time between Orville Wright and Wilbur Wright at Kitty Hawk and the flight of the first 747. That's the amount of time that we've had to improve our understanding of materials science and safety protocols and so on. There is no excuse for what happened here, and I find it appalling and tragic.
Just lastly, for both of you, I know you both knew Stockton Rush, the CEO of OceanGate. Bob, you've known him for 30 or so years. So if you both could just talk to me a little bit about who he was, what his dream was, and what needs to happen now that this has happened.
Well, he was a dreamer. I met him. He was very young when I first met him, and he told me about his dream to develop a technology to dive on the Titanic. But that was about it. I wasn't that involved at all. Jim really understands the engineering science on that particular submarine. And like Jim said, every time I dove in, I've dove in 9 different deep submersibles, and I've never worried about the integrity of the hull.
Yeah, you should be worried. If you're going to Titanic, you should be worried about entanglement or some other problem. You shouldn't be worried about the basic platform that you're diving in. Look, I never knew Stockton well, and I had no association whatsoever with OceanGate, but I was aware of the nature of their design, and I had been very critical of that type of design. There was a prior design that was being built. It was a competing design to ours to get to Challenger Deep back a decade ago. And I was very vocal even to the people involved in that, saying somebody's going to get killed in a wound filament composite hull. It's just a really, really bad idea. And we don't know, we're speculating right now that was the cause of the implosion. It might have been the dome port, for all we know, which I've also heard was not certified to the depth that it was being dived to. But we don't know right now. But I feel pretty sure that it was that composite hull. But in any case, they never went through any certification process. So that to me is misrepresenting themselves to their paying clients. And I guess one of the lessons is caveat emptor, really look carefully. If you're going to get into a sub, look carefully at the company that designed the sub, look at its certification and all those things. I would also strongly recommend that anybody that's going to take tourists down to a deep site have an ROV on board that can reach the same depth so that they can assist if there's a problem, especially entanglement, which is really the greater danger for any deep submersible that's operating by itself.
James Cameron, Bob Ballard, thank you both so much. I know this is a difficult day, but you both have insight and have seen things with your own eyes that very few people in this world have. So thank you both for the conversation. And I know also you are both thinking about those who were lost down there and their families, as we all are. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
You heard it. You heard it there. What was the most important thing? What stuck out to you? Anything stuck out to you in particular before I say anything?
That there was a public outcry from him about the architect of the submersible, and it was ignored. It fell on deaf ears. And then, yeah, he also mentioned just like doing your due diligence as far as if you do want to get on a submersible or submarine, I guess you should try to figure out the backstory behind the architectural design. And yeah, just understand that you might encounter an entanglement, which I remember you mentioning about how these waters work once you get to the depths of the ocean, and how they're almost like these underwater whirlpools of sorts. And yeah, that's what it seems like he was talking about. That submersible would not be able to handle itself if it were to get into some type of entanglement with a whirlpool. So. And
then also, did you hear the part that him and one bro right here said that they knew since Sunday technically?
I did not hear that part.
Yeah, I think I must have distracted you a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of early on when they start talking about that.
Yeah, right here it says, well, when it happened, both Jim and I were at sea on that Sunday.
Yeah,
and we both instantly knew that it was gone.
Look, so pause that. All right, so that's the first part that they made.
Mm-hmm.
We both instantly knew it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
We thought it was like, and then they go on to explain like da information that we had da. And I'm like, man. So I initially looked at it like, bro, I wish melanated people had this, because they knew about this shit since Sunday. They had us on a wild goose chase until damn near Friday, bro. Looking for some bodies, bro. And they saying since Sunday. It wasn't confirmed though, so I guess the work has to still be done, but god damn it. You're saying the body was eviscerated. The bodies are gone. They're not there, basically. It imploded is what everybody's saying now after the situation. And that's what he even said at the end. He was like, yeah, now the situation is done. Now we can say blah, 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 but kind of already knew, man. It's like, what the fuck else did you really expect?
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was confused on how it became a spectacle, because like even with the children in the cave, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gave that how many days in the news before it was gone?
Because they was found. So that's the thing. They was able to go get in contact
so
with
they
them.
Don't find, it takes a lot.
It just keep on going, and it just keep on going.
Because there's a running narrative right now that, of course, it was a distraction from Hunter Biden's court cases and his different criminal charges that he has officially been convicted with.
No, he just took a plea deal.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty, right? Technically.
Necessarily, but he just
So wire fraud and a couple different money laundering charges. And yeah, they gave that shit zero airtime. The only people that you can possibly hear about it are underground news sources, but when it comes to that toxic stream that they call mainstream, they didn't mention a peep about it. There was impeachment. There was an impeachment brought to against President Joe Biden by a representative from, I think, Wyoming. Don't quote me on that. But there was someone who called for impeachment due to the charges that have been brought against Hunter Biden. And yeah, you didn't hear any news about it. It wasn't trending. Like, it almost was like it wasn't happening. And yeah. And I'm telling you, like, Black people are starting to remind me of, like, retail hands in the market. And it's like, once you hear Black people talking about it, like, that's an indication that it's folliness or it's it's something that is not having a great significant impact on our lives.
Honestly, I don't think it's bad. I think I look at everything different. I'm kind of like these boys right here. When I was just telling you, see how the shit happened on Sunday, and them boys are like, I'm one of them guys now. I got my lips tight. I'm only blaming melanemic people. Yo, I'm not lying to y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. Usually when I talk about stuff, if I talk about like black people, I usually say I don't really know what black people got going on. I don't know what they got going on. Maybe they on it, maybe they not on it. But these two white guys right here, though, they knew something imploded on Sunday and did not tell us. They didn't say nothing to nobody. They didn't. That's fucking that's cool. But I think that's also, I guess it's cool because it's respectful to the family. We gotta respect our family, black people. Black people, we gotta respect our families, bro. Like I said, unless your family unless he doing something publicly that you need to publicly out him and be like, yo, look what bro doing. You gotta kind of spare him, bro. You gotta spare him till the data come out. I'm thinking, unless he harming black people, you gotta spare him till the data come out. Cause that's what I'm seeing with these white people. Cause it was even white people that died in that ship. I'm imagining in the submersible. They were just like, yo, we're not sure. We're gonna wait for the information to come out. I think we gotta start being a little bit more responsible with our positioning. Well, we gotta start being a little bit more responsible with wordings. Until things come out. When things come out, then they go all fall on it.
Patient zero, the Wuhan lab.
You feel me? But sometimes we gotta be
close lips.
Yeah, we gotta take the waters a little. Don't make them so bumpy. It's just how I'm looking at this new vision of the community. No bumpy waters. So yeah, I'm sparing that. But these guys right here, they knew about it, and when I was watching this video, I was like, that's crazy, bro. They knew for 6 days. And he keep on saying because he wants you to have sympathy with him. Like, it was killing me to hold this in. It was killing me to hold this in. I wanted to let everybody know, but I just... And now you have to justify it in your mind and say, yeah, you got to think about the family. If that was my people, I'd rather him just not say nothing yet either, because now you want to justify it for him. But in my mind, I'm like, If you call somebody to look for your daughter and you know your daughter was already murdered, bro, it's not really good. Like, I understand what you're doing. I understand all that shit, bro. But I remember it was a story when I was young. Amber, can you find the story on YouTube? It was a boy in a balloon back in the days. They said it was a little boy that like he blew off in the hot air balloon. Yeah, like he was lost in a balloon or some shit. Yeah, right there. Look. Let me see if they got the story of him still on the internet. This boy was lost in a balloon that the white people came on 13 years ago. This story happened. You know, they end up not finding the boy. I mean, the boy was never lost.
Mesmerized today by an incredible drama playing out on live television.
Live
a homemade
television.
helium mylar balloon believed to be carrying a 6-year-old boy was racing out of control across the skies of Colorado. The police said the boy had climbed into a box attached to the bottom of the balloon at his home in Fort Collins, and somehow it took off. After a nail-biting 2 hours, the balloon...
More resources wasted, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with looking for people, bro. But when you don't... Why do you think people mad about people not getting money right now and people sending money to Ukraine? How can we hate Ukrainians? We don't hate fucking Ukrainians. We don't even give a fuck about... We are indifferent to Ukrainians, bro. Bro. Come on, bro. We're indifferent to Ukrainians, bro. I don't want to sound like
balloon landed near Denver, but there was no box.
There was
and
nothing
no
in
child,
the
and
child.
a search
Nobody.
began. Then late today, a surprise ending to this story.
They
the
had
boy
the
was
child
found safe, hiding at home.
in the
Ben
bunker,
Tracy
in the
has
underground
been following
shit.
this incredible story
His
from the
parents
very beginning.
hid him.
And Ben, what a relief!
So it's not
but
even
still
like
an
he was
awful lot
lost
of
and it was an
unanswered questions
accident
tonight.
Man,
Yeah,
bro,
Katie,
I
of
remember
course, the good
13
news is
years
the
ago
boy is
sitting there
home
like a
safe, but the
dummy,
big
bro.
question now is how did this bizarre scene unfold over the course of 2 hours? But now we know the little boy was home the entire time.
Going at about 8 knots.
It looked like a flying saucer cutting through the air above Fort Collins, Colorado. Believed to be inside 6-year-old Falcon Heaney, moving at up to 25 miles per hour and soaring to at least 1,200 feet above ground. Those watching prepared for the worst.
Well, the fear is that you're running out of time.
As the drama played out on live TV,
this thing has dropped down now to 500 feet, which would mean
5, 4, 3.
Yet when the balloon made a miraculously gentle landing in a dirt field nearly 40 miles outside of Denver,
It's been a safe landing.
there was no 6-year-old to be found. At first, it was believed the boy was never in the balloon. But then the sheriff's department revealed that Falcon Heaney apparently climbed into a box attached to the balloon. But that box was not seen in any of the video and not there when the balloon landed. The ordeal began when Richard Heaney, the boy's dad, was reportedly testing his weather balloon in the backyard. Falcon's brother told officials he saw the boy get inside and float away.
Two of the boys were up on the roof of the house with a camera saying something about their brother having, left on, I thought it was an airplane.
But as it turns out, the little boy was hiding in the garage the whole time.
that's what I'm told, was an attic in the garage.
The Heaneys are no stranger to the spotlight, recently appearing on the reality show Wife Swap.
I've been listening to your nagging, you're moaning all day long.
Richard Heaney is a well-known weather chaser who says he believes in extraterrestrials.
No, am I nuts? Am I crazy?
And the boys have several videos on YouTube. So where is Falcon Heaney? Authorities searched the family home and their Fort Collins neighborhood this afternoon. Obviously, we now know Falcon Heaney is at home, and it's a good thing they found him when they did because they had planned to launch helicopters this evening with night vision to continue the search. So, Katie, a lot of relief there in Fort Collins, but my guess is that little boy is heading for a rather lengthy timeout.
That little boy, that whole house need a lengthy timeout.
Now they're trying to make it seem like this something that Falcon Heaney decided to
Bro,
do
he
on his
really
own.
made that weather balloon look like a flying saucer. First and foremost, that's my first problem because that would cause so much confusion. I seen a UFO. No, you seen a weather balloon. Stop lying.
Oh, gee. Nobody looked in the attic. How long could Falcon have been in the
Bro,
attic?
that whole household need to go for a timeout because that sounds like nonsense.
Where was those two little boys at that they didn't see their fucking brother run off in the fucking attic? They ran inside for a little bit and he ran off in the attic. He's just clever like that. Who the fuck teaching these kids this type of nonsensical acts? So I don't remember what happened to the parents, but I just remember me being so disappointed in America and just being like, look at this nonsense.
Fake news.
Look at this nonsense. It was lucky that they found the boy when they did, because they was gonna lost. They were gonna send out airplanes with night vision. Yeah, you know what money that was gonna fucking cost? Who was gonna pay for that? Who's gonna pay for that serious situation? So that's things I'm thinking about, bro. When they brought out those expensive ROVs, and they still got them down there right now, remote operated vehicles. Still got them down right now. ROV just down there. Just what they're doing is taking picture of the wreckage. There's no bodies, nothing to recover. I'm guessing they're saying nothing to fucking recover, nothing to see here, folks. But they're just taking pictures and stuff of the wreckage. Maybe it benefits somebody. The other day I was asking Empress, why don't they just pull this bitch out? Just pull it out of the sea, bro. Don't let nobody else go back down there, bro. It's just too crazy down here. Everybody that come down here, you're in danger of getting stuck between the wreckage. What? What? Like, why y'all leaving? Like, I don't know. Maybe they don't want to find no bodies in there. That'd be crazy. Like, you take it out and the captain's still sitting there like this. And for some reason, under the sea, bodies don't decompose. So he's just under there. He's just a full body still. He got a Atlantean crown on. Make it even deeper. You like, who the fuck put a crown on this fucking this dude? Who the hell put a crown on this Titanic dude way back in the days? Put him in a bunch of garbs that nobody had back in the days. You're like, yo, this is a future motherfucking brother. And bring him up. Look, if y'all still want to make a spectacle of it, bro, this shit could be a spectacle for years. Continuously. The Titanic's supposed to be big, right? Keep on putting new people in there. Every time somebody goes to like the museum, because you have it in the museum, they randomly find a new person. And you're like, man, that was the lady that had the necklace on. That was her from the movie. You can put everybody back in there, bro, and just have them in random spot, dead. Because why do you have people still going down there? Like, why don't you just take it up and say, yo, it's right here in the fucking museum, bro, if you want to see it so bad. I feel bad for them brothers around. I don't want to be the damn worst brother, so we're going to end up getting them. Why don't they just take this shit up, bro? The man knew about it from Sunday, bro, could not report it, bro. We seen the situation. Matter of fact, the situation just happened again. But that situation was at least better. You remember those two people? The girl and the boy. Brian, I think they were Brian. You remember Brian? See Brian. Brian Ward with a serious face. Brian Ward. Okay. It was just two white people. They was fighting. A white girl and a white guy. They was fighting.
About what?
They was backpackers. Yeah, they was backpackers, and she was tripping. She had lost it one day, and bro was like, "Yo, I'm not doing nothing until I know what's wrong with it." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost it."
Oh gosh, that couple.
But she said he punched me right in my fucking face and broke my nose. That girl and that dude, they actually found him. You remember they had Dog the Bounty Hunter? They had everybody coming out, wasting resources. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't think people understand the resources. So like, even people be like, "Yo, these people, they're insensitive." I don't think people are insensitive. I think people be like, "Yo, you think that was the best way to put the resources? You think the best way to put the resources was over there, bro? Like, Jesus, let me. Bro, no resources should be put here, bro. Maybe that's why they made up the new rule. That's why I say white people, y'all are terrible, bro. That's one thing I really want to tell y'all, that a lot of the fucked up rules in America is because of y'all. A lot of these fucked up child rules because of y'all, bro.
Yeah, their entitlements and abuse of the entitlements.
Hey, you have to wait a day to report something missing or someone missing.
Because Karen kept saying Dylan was missing, and Dylan was right behind her.
Right fucking there. 2 hours later, bro. Like, they didn't say it. 6 hours. They didn't. Bro, the bro didn't even miss a meal. He literally just played. He played.
Let him get hungry at least.
And who found him? The police would have found him in the attic still? The parents is sloppy as shit, bro. But the dad believe in fucking aliens, so he thinks somebody took Dylan. Instead of being very, very simple, be like, bro, I know little Jaime in the fucking garage. Let's check a little Jaime.
Nah, these kids just watching that one movie, playing them stupid pranks on people. They could have easily been playing a prank. You saying they are on the roof for some odd reason with the camera, and you just flew away. Only one, not two of them and one of him, just one.
But now I'm thinking, was it clearly not a lie? Because you said he was in a basket. You know, there was no basket attached.
Yeah, that's what makes it a clear line. The fact that they try to come out like, oh, he was just in the attic. Yeah, he was just. No, y'all shoved him in the attic, bro, to get y'all publicity. Hello, we've seen this playbook. Westcott just recently used it. His show was about to get canceled, or his role on the show. He's like, yo, I'm going to need some other way to advertise and sell myself. All right, I know people are dying for the whole diversity, exclusion, equity situation. Or exclusion? Inclusion. Definitely change the acronym.
That boy ain't being excluded.
He was being excluded at this point because he was done. So he did one last-ditch effort to keep his publicity popping and lied and said somebody noosed him or put a noose on him and called him this and that and third. Unprovoked to him.
See, the thing is, he wasn't done. He was trying to get a bigger role.
Yeah. But his character at that point was being rolled out.
He done now, baby, though.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He took a bad path.
Oh, yeah. He tried. That was too desperate.
I'm telling you, bro. It's some people out here. Some people out here defending themselves. There's a dude named Blueface. We seen one video. fights was happening. He was like, "My lady, fight back." I said, "Oh no, this boy is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
This boy not standing on nothing but nothing."
Mm-hmm.
Just recently, somebody checked him. Yo, your baby mama said da 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 da. Her children black. Okay, so I'm a redneck. I got a black son. When I see you, I can say, "Old nigger boy." I don't really get the concept. What do you mean she got a black son? Like you could have been like, "Yo, her mom black. She black." Say her son black? It's your son, nigga. You can say nigga. Nigga. That's your word. That's your son.
He done gang banged her.
Your son could say that word. Cause that's his word. That's half of his word. She can't say that. But our justification with things, it's just getting weird now. That's what I'm saying. That's just my point of everything.
Was weird for it. It's like, wait, who is she referring to as this king? She's so eloquently using.
Right? Why don't you? And that's what I was saying with justification, Everett. Because if you really know what you know, simply, you know what you said. Hold on, what's wrong with her calling people kings? Why is this word so demeaning? But I hear y'all and I hear everybody in music saying hoes and all these other words.
Knowledge is power.
But because he don't stand on that, and he don't have that concept, he can't say that.
He's not black enough. You're not knowledgeable enough, bro, so you can't even speak on it definitively. You have to speak on it on some. I jumped into the crew, y'all. She good. Boy, if you don't teach her what that word actually means and teach yourself what that word actually means and show yourself some respect. There's a guy on your side of town. His name is Kendrick Lamar. On his deluxe album, there's a song called I. It's 5 minutes plus. Listen to it all the way through, okay, Blueface? And now, once you're done listening, replay your justification for why she can say that word and see if that makes as much sense as what you just heard in that Kendrick Lamar song. I. Okay? And if you have been tuned in, you should already know because we played I when we had our special guests on here. It was Scoop and JY. We played it all the way through. Negus. Niggas. Okay?
Right now, it's some, just to go off on some nonsensical stuff. Like, but this is, that's the name, Grimace, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a new Grimace shakeout. But what's interesting is the videos that they're doing with the Grimace shake.
The Grimace shake? So a sharp contortion of the face expressive of pain, contempt, or disgust?
Mm-hmm. The nigga say, yo, that man just grimaced. They made a grimace. It's like,
mm-hmm.
It's a grimace.
Who grimace?
So what do you mean, who grimace? Grimace is just a name. Grimace is actually what grimace is.
Wait, why are you bringing that up, though? What's the transition? I'm confused.
No, I'm just showing you what the word grimace means.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, and McDonald's got a grimace shake. So I was like, why McDonald's got a grimace shake? I don't care why they got a grimace shake, but
you think they try to play on Cribas?
That's what I initially thought, but then when I seen the grimace shake, I said, man, okay. And then I looked at the grimace character, and I said, okay, so that's what they're pushing towards me, okay?
Haha. Why is the grimace shake leaving TikTok trends passed out? 1911-19.
Right, so there's a trend right now on TikTok, Empress, where kids, I guess, are either drinking the shake and foaming at the mouth with it or having it all on their body. So I don't know if they have any clips on there of like what the kids are actually doing.
Okay, it says when McDonald's released a special birthday meal for its beloved but nearly forgotten purple mascot Grimace, they were probably hoping it would be popular. The new Grimace Shake Death videos, currently getting millions upon millions of views on TikTok, may not be the viral sensation the fast food behemoth was hoping for.
See, now that's a lie.
But it's the one they got.
That's a lie because what the fast food is actually doing. I seen them today. I'm not sure. Would you be able to check Instagram and see McDonald's on Instagram really fast? I want to see if they still have that the image that I seen them with earlier. Mm-hmm.
Bookmarks?
No, I just go to McDonald's. Let me see if they still got the. Okay. They still got it. I don't know if you'll be able to show. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to show the people this, but there's an article. I'm not sure why they're saying that it's not. They're not sure if this is the one that they wanted. Because go look at that last meme that they left.
Me pretending I don't see the Grimace Shake trend.
This is McDonald's actual Instagram page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it seemed like they're embracing it. I'm not, because of what else does Grimace stand for, or what character was Grimace in the past? Would we be able to get would you be able to get a crash course on that? Or I could, you got it?
As far as that article that you have?
No. I'm gonna go on YouTube and see if I can see Grimace when he was back in the days. All right.
Hey, this is sick. When you're lost in the darkness, look for the arches. Look for the light. Happy 10th anniversary to The Last of Us.
Because remember, they used to have the Hamburglar. So that's what I'm saying.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals.
Okay, Empress. So I got that one right there saved in your John. I mean, in the history.
Bookmarks or YouTube?
It's in book. I mean, it's in YouTube. Okay. Yeah, but it's in the history. I also got them study if you want it there. So either history or study. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can play the songs on the Walmart.
Late 60s?
That's the second one, but I want you to go to the Donald Trump one first.
Okay.
So this is Grimace. These are older commercials.
Got a buck? You're in luck. Because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town.
Hi, Grimace. Where you going?
Just gonna soak up a little sun.
Well, while you're soaking up a little sun, we'll soak up some McDonald's Frosty Thick Shakes.
Dum dum.
Americans were mesmerized.
Yourself ready for a trip through McDonald's land.
It was a gloomy day in McDonald's land.
No Coke, no shakes.
Because the evil Grimace had grabbed all the cups.
Where's the Coke? Where are the shakes?
Thinking quickly, Ronald disguised himself as a mailman and...
A special delivery for E. Grimace.
Oh my! I've been picked for the McDonald Land Beauty Contest. Discovered at last.
Picking his nicest swimsuit, off he went.
Now let's get these cups back to McDonald's so we can have some triple thick shakes and icy cold Coca-Cola.
I'm ready. Where's the contest?
McDonald's Land by McDonald's. Get yourself ready.
So yeah, I hope he was able to get familiar with Grimace.
So they had a video, some predictive programming with your boy
Trump. But he was standing on his deals.
Him and Grimace taking the city over, taking the country over. That's what they probably thinking about. They're like, hey, we can really do this though.
I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals. But this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
Got a buck? You're in luck. Because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town. I don't know how you do it. I put together some really impressive deals. But this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret?
Got a buck? You're in luck. Because you can get a delicious beefy big and tasty, a McChicken sandwich, and lots of your other favorites on McDonald's Dollar Menu every day.
Together, Grimace, we could own this town. I don't know how you do it. I put together...
So Grimace back. So I don't know what he back and what he's standing on and why the youth's doing this necessarily. I don't know what their angle is. I read into it. I didn't see anything that made any.
Gnashing of the teeth.
I didn't really see anything that made sense. They're just doing it. Like one bro's like, he is just getting clout. Like that's man.
And when McDonald's released it, boom, boom, boom. Death videos they were hoping for. Okay, so since the Grimace birthday mail was released on June 12th, which included a bright purple milkshake, TikTokers have been posting videos of themselves wishing the mascot a happy birthday, taking a sip, then cutting to scenes of themselves apparently poisoned, twitching, sometimes arranged in intricate crime scenes. The video quality ranges from shaky phone vids to cinematic noir masterpieces, all centering on the stricken Gen Z youth and the scenes of gooey lavender mayhem. According to knowyourmeme.com, the first one was TikToker at the Frazmaz on June 13th. New Grimace milkshake from McDonald's. And it's a video of a TikTok playing of a guy. Caucasian. Oh, I just got the new Grimace milkshake from McDonald's, he said, holding up the cup. I'm so excited to try this. Happy birthday, Grimace. Immediately, he is seen lying on the floor, apparently dead, with the spilled cup at his head. More videos quickly followed, but it wasn't until Sunday that they really caught on and became a somewhat disgusting viral sensation. As of Thursday afternoon, the Grimace Shake hashtag had over 404.3 million views. And then they're showing you more TikTok videos. Did you put this in Facebook?
I thought I sent this.
Okay.
Yeah, you could double check it, but I thought I sent.
Okay, let me check.
No.
No, I don't see anything.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I send it to the message. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna send it right now. Because this one even the one that you're supposed to be reading. That's the idea. I had another one that I had lined up. This bro was supposed to be an intro because I was concerned. Man, my kids gonna hand out on the ground with some lilac shake on them.
Ready? Oh, yeah. I don't know if they're trying to speak to the unconscious, subconscious, what conscious, but there's something here. There's something going on here, and I don't get it. What's the joke?
But you see what Grimace stood on though.
As far as being purple?
No, even back the commercials I showed you.
He went on a Coke.
Just like that is the way his vibe is.
Yeah.
And his name is Grimace. So I just feel like that's just his vibe. So the dude that kind of knew about him kind of used it up, playing off of that. Like, nigga, this Grimace shake? I know Grimace ain't up to no good, nigga.
So Grimace put some in the shake.
Yeah, but now probably everybody that's coming on afterward, they're just doing it because it's a viral trend right now. So that's what I'm saying. So that's how it kind of get lost in translation. So I kind of wanted to show people the idea of who Grimace was, and I start off with the definition of Grimace. So you can understand, okay, this is what Grimace even mean. Like this is, oh, I'm grimacing, like, literally. That's how you say happy birthday to Grimace. By Grimace. Right, so I get it.
Yo, I just got the new Grimace milkshake from McDonald's.
A red cat.
What's going on?
You just muted the sound.
Okay. Mute him?
I would definitely mute that volume. I don't want to hear that song in our job.
What the? Okay, sorry.
Yo, I just got
this
milkshake from McDonald's. I'm so excited.
Yeah, that's perfect right there when he say that. But after that, flaky.
Try this. Happy birthday, Grimace.
Okay, so that's the first one. Immediately he is seen lying on the floor. Boom, boom, boom. This is another one.
Grimace shake from McDonald's. Happy birthday, Grimace. Shake, we're gonna give it a try.
One horrific video shows a man quivering in an abandoned laundry room with a purple handprint on his chest. He will be grimaced, the caption says. Another marked sensitive content by TikTok depicts a group of young men seemingly driven mad, with one being dragged away. Others show victims twitching on top of a pentagram, in a tree, in a basketball hoop, across a windshield, and worse.
Milkshake from McDonald's. Happy birthday, Grimace. I love you.
Happy birthday, Grimace!
Man, they're willing to get dirty for this shit.
Oh, dude.
Why?
No, that's what some of them were saying. It was sticky and messy, but it got us a lot of clout.
This one's for you, Grimace. Happy birthday, Grimace!
Alone at the edge of a universe, humming a tune, or merely dreaming we were snow.
Some people getting elaborate with Grimace. a good thing when you know definitions of words, though. That's why you come on the Black Privilege Cast, because these are TikTok videos, but now you're getting some backstory.
Because you saying they trying to bring this with the next demic. He has a purple eye.
Because what you're understanding right here is when you understand the characters, these are how the jokes come. That's what I tell you all the time. It's just about knowing the characters, but it's a lot of people that don't know the characters. That's now just doing the skit because of this. Oh my God, that brother right there went cinematic. That's something
I think everyone's talking about. It's actually not bad.
Okay, so what is it? What is a Grimace Shake? It's part of McDonald's limited edition Grimace birthday meal, which comes with either a Big Mac or a 10-piece chicken, McNuggets, fries, and new purple shake. Available at participating restaurants. Most locations also will sell you the shake separately. There's also is a special Grimace merchandise available and a Grimace video game for desktop and mobile. What does Grimace Shake taste like? Opinions vary. The consensus seems to be a vanilla shake with berry flavoring added or milk after eating berry cereal. Or milk after eating berry cereal. How long is the Grimace Shake available? According to McDonald's, the Grimace birthday meal and shake will be available at participating restaurants for a limited time while supplies last. It's always... Okay, who is Grimace? Anyways, it's always what is Grimace and never how is Grimace. Technically, he's a mascot, a fictional character introduced in 1971 to be a villain who stole milkshakes from customers. But it wasn't long before he became the lovable purple best friend of Ronald McDonald. We could never quite identify, along with other McDonald Land characters such as Mayor McCheese, Officer Big Mac, the Hamburglar, the French Fry Goblins, Birdie, and more.
And like I said, even with, like I said, if you watch any of the old commercials or even paid attention to Walmart back in the days, you would see Grimace and what Grimace was even famous for. Besides being Grimace, and like his name actually embodied who the character was, who was a nigga that made you grimace, because he was weird because he was always evil, but him and Ronald was best friend, and we all fought with Ronald. So you kind of fought with Grimace because he always looked out for Ronald, because that was really his whole charm right there. But he was also famous for throwing parties. He always had a party going for some reason. It was always a party. Every time you think Grimace, he had like a birthday party going.
Right. Okay, so that's what the whole play is right here, right? On the Ronald McDonald House.
Facts. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. See? So just bringing it full circle. I wasn't even thinking about it, but yes, ma'am. But yeah.
I never knew that. Okay. Technically, boom, 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 mascot. All right, the others popped up now and then in various promotions, but mostly faded away by 2010 with occasional appearances. But what is Grimace? He was a blob. Was he a blob? An uninformed dinosaur, a taste bud. McDonald's won't say whether he's a taste bud, a milkshake, or just your favorite purple blob. The best part about Grimace is that he means different things to different people, said McDonald's in a statement. Whatever he is, we're just proud our bestie makes people happy. McDonald's.
And you remember, because he even had a brother. He had a brother. He had a brother named King Ganja.
For real?
Yeah, the brother named King Ganja.
Grimace?
Yeah. Grimace had a brother named King Ganja.
Fact check him.
G-O-N. No, his brother was G-O-N-G-A.
What is talking about?
King Ganja. G-O-N-G-A. No, I want to. They don't got no pictures of King Ganja?
Friends.
Nah, go on. It should probably be in the It should probably be in his backstory. Go up. Alright, go to just erase Grimace. Erase even brother. Just type in King Ganja. Yeah, they got a picture of King Ganja. But it's
The ruler of Grimace Island and relative of Grimace who appeared in the animated short film The Legend of Grimace Island.
They ain't shit. They ain't got a picture of my boy. But yeah, his uncle and his uncle and his brother was green, I'm pretty sure. These niggas was green niggas on the island. This is funny as fuck. This is a little funny shit. But yeah, it's coming back.
Which one?
For some, where you at?
Him?
Yeah, that's him. He don't look perfect color though. Man, I gotta go and watch this shit. Yo, I was watching this shit almost in 2000, damn near, right before I came to America. It's an old ass show. Old ass TV show.
I've never watched it.
No, that shit old as hell. When it came out. No, if you go up, it's right there. You don't say it another time?
1999.
Yeah, I was listening to
Grimace, we need your help, says a mysterious letter from Grimace Island. So off to the rescue go Grimace and his pals through stormy seas, a gang of pirates, and a giant sea monsters. And with Ronald's help, Grimace finds the courage he never knew he had. Okay. Director.
Yeah, but that's how McDonald's make all these random shakes and different things, because based on these characters that they developed over the time.
They're the same person. Grimace and King Ganja.
For real.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
A black bro. And what it is, what did they playing that?
Mulligan on Netflix.
Definitely his voice.
Uh-huh. 1,132 people left on Earth. What do they want me to do? And they can't just all yell at once.
You blew up an entire alien army. You can totally figure out how to restart Fast and Furious franchise. Or one of the other ones.
I need help to return America to her former glory. Back in the 1950s, when everyone was happy. No exceptions that I could think of.
Where do we start, sir?
I don't know. You're the expert.
Yes, but you're the president because you're good at throwing.
2 days ago, I was a hero. And now, everyone's pissed at me.
Oh my God! You're the worst!
I saved Earth, remember? That was like a week ago.
If there's no electricity, is there no electronica? Are we to take Molly and listen to silence?
If we don't know history, we're doomed to repeat it. We keep making the same mistakes. What else can go wrong today? Die.
Humans are more interesting than I thought. It will be a shame to annihilate what's left of them.
This is gonna be funny.
Oh, God.
How do you like them apples?
Why do you keep doing that?
Yeah. That's Kevin Michael Richardson. He was born in Bronx, New York. He is perhaps most recognizable for his deep voice, which he uses in many of his works. Richardson is a classically trained actor. He first gained recognition as one of only 8 U.S. high school students selected for the National Foundation for the Arts 82 program. Later, he earned a scholarship to Syracuse University. Kevin is well known by various voice works, mostly villainous. He lent his voice to based upon video game film Mortal Kombat in 1995 as Goro.
That's crazy.
Was also in Matrix Revolution as Deus Ex Machina.
Mm-hmm.
How you say it?
DX Mecha.
DX Machina?
It's not Machinas, but yeah. I say it like that.
And made a brief appearance in Clerks 2, 2006 as a police officer, to mention that he did a brief additional voices of mega hit Transformers Revenge of the Fallen in 2009. He did voice in many animated films and TV series, such as The Mask, the animated series in 1995, The Batman Adventures 97, Pokemon 98, Powerpuff Girls 98, Voltron the Third Dimension in 98, Family Guy, Lilo and Stitch 2002, Kids Next Door 2002, Batman vs. Dracula 2005. He also voiced Joker, The Mummy, the animated series in 2003, Teen Mutant Ninja Turtles in 2007 as General Aguila, Transformers animated 2007 as Omega Supreme, and Batman Gotham Knight in 2008 as Lucius Fox.
Mm-hmm.
He also did voices in such video games as Halo 2, Tartarus, Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts, Sebastian, and others. He lives in Los Angeles and likes to work in Manhattan.
Oh, that boy God, in the sense that a lot of the shit that I even grew up on, a lot of bros and all them shit.
Deep menacing voice.
Bros and fucking Family Guy.
Voice of Lobo from an adult-oriented DC cartoon. Often plays villains in Monsters Giants. Is of Jamaican descent.
That's random that we just discovered you, bro. Just trying to check Grimace out right now, but you know that's the importance of the world, you know. The world becomes your library. But yeah, shout out to this brother right here, Kevin Michael Richardson. Cause bro, I'm telling you, all of these shits that bro in,
Legend.
I remember these shits. I remember Family Guy, nigga, for sure. The fact that they said he was in Family Guy, Kids Next Door, everything that I watched as a fucking youth, I'm like, it makes sense. I remember his goddamn voice, but I definitely didn't. I wouldn't have put it with Grimace or even King Ganja.
Yeah, there's no photos or nothing.
Damn, I hate the fact that I'm with King Ganja though. King Ganja a legend though, and his uncle. Matter of fact, the uncle is the one that's green.
Whose Adventures?
See, but that's King Ganja though.
Mm-hmm.
That's him. His uncle is King Grimace's uncle is green. Oh, Irish nigga. And they probably thought it was funny to get a Jamaican nigga to play King Ganja. Yo, bro, you'll be great as a nigga named King Ganja. Yeah, the ruler of the island. You straight with that? Shout out to you, bro, because you don't smoke herbs, so I know it probably was easy for you to be like, yo.
What was that thing on the top of his head?
Look at this nigga calling himself King Ganja. What you mean that thing on his? Oh, you talking about his throne or his hair? That's his hair.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
his power balls.
The crown that she was just talking about on the Titanic.
That's his crown. That's his crown. That's his crown. That's King Ganja right there, bro. He a legend though, but definitely, man, Empress gonna tap into this shit and probably even come back to y'all with a little more information. But yeah,
why
bro.
is he under this though?
Yeah.
Disney characters, non-Disney hero.
I don't know if he paid in that. I don't know, maybe
because this is the bigger people inclusive Johns, Pooh Bear and stuff like that.
I don't know, the bigger people, but yeah, you're fat bro with his shirt
off.
And
then Tigger was for the
bouncy niggas.
Takers. Takers the Adderall.
And they say
vowed not to sell it.
They Piglet was for the passive guys.
Piglet was for the passive guys.
Piglet was super passive, bro.
Eeyore. What was Eeyore then?
Eeyore was just like a slow ass.
Eeyore was passive. Piglet was worrisome.
Nah, Eeyore was like almost retarded. I mean, I can't say that word no more, but Eeyore, bro. It's like he was Eeyore, bro.
Eeyore was chilling.
What that word mean, bro? That bro, like he was slow.
But this is King Ganja.
This is King Ganja page. Man, we bullshitting.
What happened?
Oh, I ain't look at the chart in a minute. It went to 1908.
Oh, man.
Yeah. They want me to stay up all night. people want to holler at me in the AM, I feel bad for y'all, bro. I might be stuck. I might be stuck in trucks.
But yeah, get up out of
But
here.
thank y'all for shouting us out, though, bro. Man, everybody get up out of here. And in totality, we got to focus on these charts. And we'll probably be back in here tomorrow. And we're trying to get a regular schedule. But, hey, stay tuned. Keep on getting information. And just know that initially, I told you that XAU was looking good because they held on that 4 hour perfectly. It had the 12-hour, had the 4 hour turnaround and everything. But now the hour, look at the hour. This shit look abusive now in the hour. And then look at the 5 minute.
Stricken.
And go to the 15. 20. 30. 2 hour. 4 hour. Still got the same reading on the 4 hour. We got 10 minutes? 8 minutes to get the reading.
8 minutes. Should we stay on for 8 minutes? You got some freestyles? All right, guys. That is the conclusion.
Man, we can go to some more charts, but I don't even know if I got no beats on that. Do I have any beats picked on these things? Saints in San Francisco street party caused thousands in damage.
You said we look for the 4 hour reading out here? What reading was You want to put the RSI stuff on?
Man, why you on this weird ass chart, bro?
Oh, okay, I'm sure.
Nah, you can put that chart on there and make it big. It don't matter. Put the chart on there, make it big.
They're saying what's a sweat. They don't know we upset. Cause we've been telling them what the sweat was. Iron sharpen iron. But I got a whole bunch of wooden ass sticks. Break up that little bitch. You made a switch. I'ma beat that boy till he's sick. I'm being bad. Passing fast. You done spread the ride way too long. All these niggas know is shoot. They snitch. Like it's Armstrong. And I ain't talking about Armstrong that's right. But they say, arm yourself or harm yourself. That arm better be strong. Because they're taking the bump stock off. Nigga trying to pop your whole shoulder out of place. You gotta see ATF in this place. ATF trying to take your whole car. They said, yo, you got a high suppression gun. Take that bump stock off. What you standing on? Oh my gosh, 1908, 97.
I was just saying that. Based on the 5 minute. Based on the 5 minute, you'll sell no matter what the fuck in it. Based on that 5 minute, you'll sell no matter what the fuck is in it. But it's just so risky right now, bro. It's so low. They're gonna pay you though for holding it, so they can short your ass. They like shorting people, bro. But the thing is, bro, if you could survive for that 4 hour reading, they give you a better chance. So that daily already turned right down. But it ain't crossed over yet. These niggas looking at the daily, but it ain't crossed over yet, lady. Goddamn. Nah, that daily ain't confirmed. That shit did like a worm, and either way, it's almost at the bottom. I ain't even trying to fucking stop them. Why? Cause go look at my weekly. Niggas might think that I'm eating weekly, cause I'm getting real buff. I'm like a big bad wolf, and I huff and I puff and I blow your house down. You niggas looking like a clown. I don't even laugh. All I do is pass. Nigga, let me pass by you. You worrying about the wrong shit, boo boo. It ain't no monthly reading, so I don't care about that. You worrying about the wrong shit. You gotta look at the weekly. You in a weekly downtrend, that's all you gotta care about. Yes, that weekly look bad, but this is the day that we turn up on these niggas. Okay, you don't even know what's going on. No way. I just be trying to sit back and laugh. I'm like the nigga in the back of the class that passed gas, just sitting back and laugh. They said the nigga that smelled it, the nigga that dealt it. I don't never smell it. I said I don't never smell it. They said the nigga that smelled it is the nigga that dealt it. I don't never smell it. I just laugh. I just laugh. Making money ain't fast. Nigga, making money ain't easy, ain't laugh. I just laugh.
Little did you know, you ain't smiling. It was about to turn out. You wasn't ready to take that money out the top.
Hey.
But it's over soon. So we end this whole wait for that thing. Go ahead and get on the beat.
Okay. Said the money was about to print out, but the nigga ain't even want a house, so he sold at the motherfucking bottom. Now, look at him. He's sad. It's like he drunk the grimace shake. Now he laying on the fucking floor and grimacing all the fake. That boy doing fake videos. I don't even know who know him, but I don't. He ain't my friend. He yours.
That bit popped up like a little. Oh!
I'll tell you the goal is anybody that trades bad. Well, I heard a brother say this today. I will not do evil to get good. Okay. I will not do evil to get good. Okay. I got like 30 more minutes. I'm about to get out of here in one more minute. I'm thankful that you niggas came in it. Now you learned about some trading in it. Talking like a country nigga. I don't even care. I got me a hair pull trigger. Once I pull it, it shoots. Nigga, it might shoot at you and you. All three of you. Goddamn. Now all y'all dead. I hate the fact that I said that because I'm acting like the feds. Because I'm telling on myself. But I ain't killing nobody else. Shout out to everybody that's living a good life. Not trying to have no strife. Shout out to y'all, bro. Don't let nobody get you out of your spot. I've been seeing a lot of people try to get people out of their spots. The spot get out of us. That's what I call them.
Niggas left the spot.
Damn, my bad, sister.
They're at the spot today.
Hold on. Who this is that got our camera off? Okay. They telling us to get up out of here. We don't got no camera, my dear. They telling us to get up out of here. We don't got no camera, my dear. They telling us to get up out of here, but we don't got no camera, my dear. Peace. These niggas mad. Got them on a leash. But we about to leave. Cause we too unique. We leave whenever. Middle of the show, we leave in the weather. They like, damn, bro, it's still raining. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. They like, damn, bro, don't know what to do. Nigga, it's raining, I gotta stay. If it's raining, yeah, he late. down and leave the fucking spot. He don't care. He ain't in the spot. Trying to get shot. It's time to fucking go. So we unique, bro. We'll stay here for a minute, then go. Right in the middle of it. We just got the 4 hour reading. Now we out. What the 4 hour reading saying, Empress? So we out. That ain't good. But the 10 minute is good. And all you need is a good 10-minute reading for a good 1 hour reading and a good 2 hour reading. Nah, this shit with the 2 hour said though. Damn. What the 1 hour said? Oh, the 1 hour almost done. That blue done. I'm predicting it tonight. If you sell, you're gonna be sad tomorrow. Even if you sell right now and you get it down to whatever you think you're gonna get it down to, you're gonna be sad. I might have to stay up, but I'm just telling you, this shit is going up. This shit is going up. I got my motherfucking money in the motherfucking pot. This shit is going up. I ain't trying to hedge against shit. I got my money all in. at 1908. I'm sitting and I'm gonna wait. I got my money at 1908. And I'm sitting and I'm waiting. You niggas, y'all losing. Cause you wanna fucking sell. Cause you think it's going to hell? You see my chart fucking red? But when it's fucking green. Damn, the camera still ain't turned off? Oh man, Empress out of here for sure. Oh, they still frozen you? Man, get off of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, family.
Alright, guys.
You gave him too much, bro.
We're frozen.
I told you, but this will be a 30-minute fucking show, bro.
I don't even know if we're still going.
30-minute show that we do every day,
Alright,
bro.
here we go. Alright, our camera's back.
Camera not bad, bro. It's 30-minute show, bro. People in the background doing a bunch of
clapping. Alright, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Black Wall Street Bets T.A.C.O Tuesday, where we talk about currency only. We will be back, but until then, continue to check out our lives, our short clips, and we are back on Wise Magic Podcast, so tune in there also and check out our lives, our short clips, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can donate that Cash App, Black Privy, BLKPRIVI. Until then, peace, shalom, and stay black. Balance, logic, and knowing.